But actually might. We're gonna put on the table because it's close. And doesn't need to be ish after just chop up. Get a bit of He didn't say. You probably have to tune in later, but Benny Noonan's out was massive. We might be having some technical difficulties with the wireless. I can't hear myself speaking now. Sean Budge is giving himself a fair task here, and to be honest, I don't see an out on. Some kind of containing shot. He's going to take the big shot here. He's to be honest, played quite poorly, and probably played like a true pom, really. Very poor. But they just saw themselves out. Australia just had the ball good line and length, and England just did all the stupidity. He got a shot. His little chicken lips saying no. Total granted by Sean. We can play a little tiny off the back cushion and just try and nest it in. That's a pretty poor shot. I think he's got to risk the biscuit here and go up and try and hit that yellow full in the face. I think it's an option here. Quite good precision because of the red. And here comes a shot. He's got a foul on himself. Looked pretty close from here, but he's in. Josh. A very ball. And this is shot. So now under the pump. Well, I missed a shot, obviously special. Off there. And so I'd say Sean pass complete back as you if he gets by I'm playing today. And lovely shots, nice little stun, good control. Now he's just in the middle. Spoil into a dominating lead. 4-1 is the score. Meanwhile, middle table, Steve McCormick. Oh, this game has got a lot because there's clusters of balls everywhere. Just later on as well, when I do actually get around to playing a frame, I'm probably going to just wear the mic while I'm playing, just for a bit of fun. Don't know how that'll go. I'll probably play like an imbecile every shot, but it'll be a bit of fun for everybody to have a laugh. So meanwhile, Australia are about to win another frame. This is devastating. Partridge is trying to get past me. He put his head down. He does not want to admit he just played that last frame. Dominance is M. Scary. Comes out to the table very shortly. He's just waiting, chomping at the bit. Steve McCormick is digging a grave here unless he produces something special on that red near the black. I don't see a very easy extraction. I think the best option is to drop this in, get straight on the board of the rail. There's a small gap, he can play a double on the red, but I'll tell you what, it is a very small gap. And this could be what he's played for. But I'm telling you now, this gap is, you have to be less than millimetre perfect. That's how short this gap is. Meanwhile, Ryan Thomason's made short word of Chuka, and I think that might have been out for snap. Probably should have taken a bit more close attention to that. There's a lot of stuff going on at the moment. Chuka gets the balls out, sporting his weird looking beret and tattoo array all over his shoulders. Well, I'm not sure what that was from Steve, but Scary will go to the table. Brett Rogers and Declan about to play. Brett Rogers has been told to put a helmet on just in case he cops a headbutt mid-frame. And I can tell you right now, if Declan does this to lose his frame, I am going to take the mic off and yell something out because it's going to be funny, I hope. And dry break for Declan. B. Rogers doesn't mind having a dip. Tell you what, I think he might have eaten his family over Christmas. Scary has not played a good shot. And opening miss from Brett. So it looks like Declan's going to take yellows. He's got that yellow on the side cushion there to clear the red too that's covering the other one near the pocket. We'll want to play with a little bit of pace so he doesn't block the yellow on the bottom cushion as well when he gets down to that end of the table. He's just mopping up one end first. So here comes it. I think he wants to give this just a little bit, so he just clears that red completely. He doesn't want to near anything. In actual fact, if he gets the right contact, he may slide it across on the yellow and promote it even better. So, well, he's hit a bit soft for my liking, but he has cleared it. He has played it very well, in fact. Caught it fuller than I expected him to. Meanwhile, Steve McCormick has gone to Bunnings, purchased the biggest axe he could find and just chopped up. Mick Scary says, thank you, Steve. I shall attempt to put another win on the board for the Aussies. Nice shot there from Declan. Probably wanted to hit it a little bit harder. Probably would have liked another half foot on that so the white ball's up sort of near the black. Would have had option of playing a lot straighter shot and controlling the white a little easier than what he has to do now. But he might be able to drop this and just cannon the red that's in the middle of the table by itself. Well, he's just missed that one, but he's caught another one. He should be okay. But he has got this a bit thin. Probably if we can probably pop this ball to sort of towards the bottom pocket. Just swing around the angles. Well, he's decided to play this. He's going to need a double kiss in the red to hold the white. And he has got it, but it's too thick to kiss. And still has a shot, I believe, but hampered queuing. Well, it's gone in, but the white ball's gone a bit astray. Still has a shot. It's far from easy, but just going to require nice still body and arm and just straight queuing.
Hi, Jamie.
Tanya McClure has just come and said g'day to me, and she's affectionately known as a four-letter C word. So Declan has missed that black, and Brett Rogers now, he's got a fair bit of work to do, and he's just tried to get the extraction and gone straight and off. So Declan is got an easy black of 2. And Declan finishes the frame off, and now I can't get dang some shit on him, so that doesn't work out for me at all, that frame. You win, Declan! Irish Scottish though. So we'll quickly go to the middle table while we're waiting for the balls to be racked on the closest table. Bernie Partridge has missed. And subwoofer on the reds. Can't see a pot on here unless you can sneak through the ball past the black. In fact, he could, but he's overcut it by a fair bit and just destroyed the black. And that's a messy frame, so we'll just switch back over here. Kyle Crawford, meanwhile, has just obliterated the pack and spent more than half it up the other end of the table. And I'm going to nominate Kyle for the tallest, skinniest bloke in the room award. I don't think anyone's got it covered. Kyle Crawford's about 6'3" and he weighs about 24 kilo. And that red he just played was pretty poor. He hasn't given himself good position. Meanwhile, Buffer's playing his tactical stuff. And Kyle decides to just kick a ball off the cushion and restrict Chipper's options, leaving him only the ball over the pocket as Paul decides to give him a way through. I must say I enjoyed that. Didn't really serve any purpose, that ball, so nothing wrong with eliminating it, but I think I might have had a bit of a dip and just try to get right into that and just try and disturb that red underneath the black and try and make this yellow on. Chipper's going to try and just sit it in front of the jaw. And, well, he's actually played that like a fairy, to be honest. Might just go give him some with that shot. So I'm sure Kyle will either try and attack this and move the yellow or just put the red over the hole. He's tried to move it, but he's hit it not hard enough to get any action on the black, and doesn't look like he's on much either. So that fairy shot that floor has worked out in his favour, and that's a foul, I believe, and he calls a foul on himself. Just a bit of a miscue. Trying to use a bit of right hand English. And now Chipper will use 2 shots and try to put a bit of dead straight Australian on it. And good angle here to go into the black and red, yellow. Not quite there. I think he had to top that a bit though, just to get a little bit of run through on the white. I think I was him now. I'd actually be moving these this black and yellow now. I just flick off the side that we're the closest to the pocket and just run the right ball back up in position on one of the other yellows. But, well, undercut. Wouldn't even say that's good coverage because the ball will slide inside that. So I think he might have put himself in a little bit of uneasiness here, because it's definitely not I don't see an easier. I mean, it's still possible. You've got to get the right angle on a ball to get the dismount, but having said that, there's not the most easiest of safeties either. You don't want to allow your opponents to start bringing balls out and get themselves in a position where they can get a ball over this pocket where the black and yellow are tied up. So this is not a bad angle here for Chipper, but the problem is he doesn't really have a linking ball to this. This cannon doesn't work out well, so could be end of break here. So even if he gets his cannon right, he's actually going to land on the yellow that's near the black when he gets the extraction. Otherwise, he doesn't have a shot. I think that's why he's just taking a bit of time on this, because he's realised this. He's thinking, geez, this is an eggs in all eggs in one basket shot. Doesn't like it. Don't blame him. Well, he's stunning off it. He's trying to go across town and just get some type of angle. Well, I'll tell you now, if he actually punches this in with quite a bit of right hand side, he could actually get the extraction off 4 to 5 rails here. Requires good power. Massive right hand side. Just load it up a little bit, and you'll see him. Good chance to come off 5 cushions and just off the back cushion and just cannon the black. Big shot. Well, he's played for it. And you will have noticed he just got a little bit of jump on the white there, and that's actually just thrown the white wide, and that's why he hasn't gone before the cushion. He's gone straight enough instead. If he didn't get that jump on the white, and that's a problem too, when you're playing with power, trying to avoid that little jump with a smaller white. That's why I said it was a very difficult shot. Had he not got that jump, he probably would have landed just before the middle, and he would have had every chance there to run around the angles and get that cannon. Well, straight away, I don't agree with the shot Kyle's played. I would have been playing that long off the yellow at pace. Well, not smashing it, but just half ball it in. Break things up. Does have the angle now to go into it, as pointed out to me by one of the spectators in Kevin Alcott. And he's done it. Framed by Brett Rogers. The attempt to extract the balls on this table. And Chipper just says, I'll have a foul soon. Nominate is black, thanks, because this plan is dead. Well, yes, pretty much on. And shouldn't chop up. And, well, it wasn't perfect, but he's okay. He's got a shot. And shouldn't miss his ball. And Australia looking to take an absolutely dominating lead here. Just going to get a score check because I'm not sure what it is after this black goes in. 7-4 was actually not as dominating as I thought. Clearly I wasn't paying as much attention on the other tables. But still a 3-frame deficit, not small. Now, I don't think this microphone reaches the bar. I'm going to attempt to go and get a drink though. Out of rain, no water. Mike side where Gary's done a runner from it. Oh, he's out there riding up the scores. So we've got the POM and Oz whiteboard going now. I don't know if we can quite see that on the stream or not. Oh, you can see him in the background there, just writing stuff. You probably can't quite see it unless you get the zoom in. But basically it just illustrates 7-4. I think I just even So, Barry Wakefield here is taking on I believe a double, or screwing it in the middle. Good shot that. And, I think he's landed a little bit straighter than what he would have liked. So he may have just the flat to the middle. Well, actually the angle was terrible. I don't know why he didn't actually punch that. He would have actually cushioned it quite nicely. Instead he decides to take on the very difficult, I believe this only goes in the middle, I could be wrong. Well, it does, but he's still nailed it. No, he's missed it, and Pikey has an opportunity. Well, Barry wanted to refer that to the DRS, but I don't think he's going to get a result. Well, that looked like a foul to me. I'm not sure what it was, but it looked a bit dodgy. Might have hit cushion first into the red and might have still gone on. Meanwhile, Ben wins another frame in the background. Nothing surprising there. Barry Wakefield plays a bit of a nothing shot, bit of a containing shot. Now Pikey decides to play this ball down like he wanted to early. And now another containing shot from Barry, and just getting further and further away from the pocket. But now he's actually onto a corner, so Pikey's got to do something here. And not a bad shot that. So he's still got the problem with that ball on the cushion, but he can actually play this and just land, just stun up the table a little bit and just give himself an angle on that ball that's sort of closest to the red on the cushion. Give himself an angle just to stun into the red and promote it. That's a shot I certainly like right now. But well, I don't believe he's hit that well. He's landed himself in a bit of no man's land on both balls for any kind of follow-up shot. So maybe off the back cushion and promote. Here it comes, and he's played that exceptionally well. He's hit it a touch. Still okay. Got good angle here to get around the angles. May need to just punch this with a touch of right hand side just to swing the white ball, avoid the black. Actually, just looking behind the shot now, top through this. He doesn't need to come off two cushions. Top through it. Well, Kyle Crawford's made the call of chop-ups. And Mick Scary's grabbed the mic.
Only through like
ESP.
Yes.
And Barry Wakefield with his unorthodox queuing action has almost made a very nice black. I think that's probably enough.
Pikey's got an easy out here.
An easy out, says Scary. I haven't seen it myself yet. I obviously haven't learned advanced pull yet. He's got. How's the Suka? Alright, I've had to switch to plug-in mic. Because the wireless ones were causing a bit of audio issues. So now I'm going to have to use the screen, so I won't have as good of visuals as what I have been just walking around the room being a random imbecile. But we can see JR going cross table, and how often do you see that? Not over the pocket, goes in off. Bernie Partridge with simple mop-ups to do, as he just sends the white ball flying 100 different directions. Still should be okay, but probably didn't need to get any extractions there with all the balls linking so nicely. Meanwhile, Butters on far table on reds, looking to make an out himself. Got the big shot down the rail. Now Bernie's decided I'm probably going to chip this in the middle. Well, he's gone the corner ball. Not a bad shot because now everything links again. So just drop the ball in, sitting over the middle pocket. Pop the other one in the other pocket, in the middle pocket, and then he's just got the roll in on the corner, and he'll still have 2 shots. So this is just elementary now. All he's got to do is just stun the white ball back about a foot. Played it perfectly. Should just roll. Doesn't even matter if this doesn't drop because he's got 2. And the Poms will reduce the deficit to 2 frames. So that whole idea of me miking up while I was playing, probably not going to happen now because of the interference we've been getting. Well, we'll do that another time though for a bit of fun. I feel this is a pivotal point though for the Australian team right now because you don't want to let the Poms get on a roll. We've seen what happens when they do that sort of thing in all sports. About the only time they can win anything. So Josh Ball just looking to manoeuvre his way around the table. This is not that hard an out, this is an out that you should make. Well, to be honest, Josh, you had to come probably centre table there. It's not the greatest shot. You need to play it with a bit more conviction. Probably has the ball, it's near the 2 clustered yellows. And if he makes a nice clean pot on there with some decent position, he should be back in business. Well, he played the ball in the middle and managed to dodge the pack. And I've got to be honest there, he's been very, very fortunate landing on that ball. It's his closest to. Now, if you can just drop this in and slide past yellow, he'll have the ball in the middle. And then if he can stun off that and give himself a nice little angle, he should be all right. And that looks perfect. So just to stun this in, get himself just pretty much where his hand is right there. Probably doesn't want to have that much angle, probably wants to be a little bit straighter. But he's landed pretty much where his hand is. He can probably drop this in now and just cannon the yellow. And he should have perfect position on that final red. Well, he stunned it for some reason. I don't understand that shot. Not sure why he didn't just play the little drop in. He's actually stunned off it. And now he's in more trouble than the early settlers. As England go to 8-7 now. And this does not look favourite for an Aussie victory, unless Josh can pull out a miracle here. Needs back cushion, clean contact with the red straight in. He'll have perfect position on the black. Well, not a bad attempt. He's hit it clean at least. But the ever experienced Steve Gray, captain of the English team today, doesn't generally let his opponents have another look at the table when he's got 7 and they've got 1. So I'm pretty sure he'll just look to clean these up now and finish the frame straight away. And well, he's played that like a fairy, to be honest, because he's played as a shot to nothing. Sure enough, but play it with some ability to pop the ball and like actually believe that you will, instead of just reaching over and having a half-ass attempt at it. This is how good players get back into frames. I do believe though that Josh doesn't have a heap of choices here, except, well, maybe he could play a swerve or just come off the back cushion and just belt the crap out of it and try and get a jag. Just hitting this won't do. It's got to go in. Well, I'm not sure what he's playing, if he's going offside cushion up, but even if he's going offside cushion here, the only pocket he can really go towards is the one where the yellow's covering it, so it's not a lot of advantage. I really do think, unless he can pot this clean, I just don't see the angle. Well, he's gone a thin cut. Pot the yellow in the middle, and well, probably not the right shot. So Steve Gray will make this 8-all very shortly. Meanwhile, on the other table, very good promotional shot played. Lee Sweetland dropping a red in. I can't see with the rest of the ball. There's plenty of balls still left on that table. And in goes the black Steve Gray, evens up the score. And I can't believe how quiet the Poms are after coming back from a massive deficit. They've evened up the scores. I'm not even sure how many tests there are today. I don't know if there's 2, 3 or 5 or what the situation is. It's going to be 2 tests apparently, so let's hope it doesn't finish in a draw. That'll just be a complete waste of time. We might have to just play a third one just to make sure there's a result if that is the case. So it looks like Steve McCormick's tightened the screws and put the snooker in. I dare say a total has been granted. And I don't think he's got much choice here but to deliberately foul and just try and restrict Steve to one visit. Still looks pretty tricky, that red that's near the cluster of yellows towards the middle pocket, and he's got the red on the cushion on the other side of the table. So if he just... Well, actually, looks like he had a foul snooker or something. I'm not sure what's happened there, or maybe there was a ball I didn't see. Great pot there. Not the greatest position, but still has a shot. Middle table I'm talking here. And a good shot from Skerry, who wants to clinch this frame. So there's stuff going on everywhere. Oh, well, there you go. I didn't have a clue what was going on at the table. Steve's actually on yellows. Big black coming up here, centre table. And, well, he's missed it. A little bit of coverage, you might say, but I think we're going to see this white ball just get buried amongst reds at the other end of the table, and big snooker coming up. Now, front table, Mick Skerry looking to make an out. Probably went a bit too far there, Mick. Wanted it to be a bit straighter. So it was just a really simple position, but he's managed to negotiate the shot. But, oh, sorry, he's missed the pot. I didn't actually see that. He won't be happy with that at all. So now Ryan Thomason, superstar snooker player, can he adapt and bring that to the 8-ball table? Well, I would say that the answer is no. Snooker players not used to playing balls down rails. They like to have all their stuff open table and in the centre, and just playing nice clean pots all the time. Different game, this 8-ball. A lot of snooker players will bag it, but it has its merit. And Skerry's just fallen out of position there, unless this goes clean. It didn't. Well, he hasn't hit a cushion, and that is not a good result at all. So already I think Ryan's gone completely the wrong way about this. He probably should still be okay with 2, but like he's just made it 10 times harder than what it needed to be. And just a little stun in here. Pots the ball in the middle of the 3. And then he's going to try and give himself an angle, working his way back up on that red in the black. Any shot will actually do, as long as he can hit it and promote it. If he tries to go into this and get too cute, this could go wrong, but he's got a pretty good angle to come off 2 cushions. And now will he try and promote this offside cushion, just land on the red on the back? Well, he's just tried to take it in the middle. Not a bad shot. Needs to run the wide. I'm not sure, 100% sure where this black goes from the angle that we've got on this table. But he's given every chance. Misses the cannon on the yellow. Has it slipped past enough? Definitely goes to the corner. Don't think it will go to the middle. So shot to the corner coming up. This is for the lead for the first time for the Poms. And look at this shot on the centre table. Out of nowhere, just drills it in the corner. Ryan has played that touch short. Mick Skerry will have a strawberry. And suddenly it's gone from 8-all to 10-8 in just a couple of seconds. Could have very easily been a different scoreline. But the chop-ups and the big shot off 2 rails around the angle. Skerry gives him a high 5 on the way through because he knows he's not going to miss this black. If he does miss this black, I'm going to do a Declan McDade on him. He's lucky, his head saved. Lee Sweetland has missed the black on the far table. These yellows are a little bit bubbers. And Steve Jamison, who's I guess the Tarek Solak of pool at the moment. Oh no, sorry, it is Steve McCormick. Steve Jamison's going to play centre table against Chuka. And Steve Jamison nails a long screw back. And, well, I just want to know what these 2 balls go near the centre pocket that are stuck together. He's also got that ball on the cushion there to deal with 2 far sides. So I wouldn't say this is ABC. Well, he's played for this. I believe that he has to just take this ball down the rail dead weight, give the pocket every chance for it to go in. And that's what he's going to do. And if he pots this, he can just drop the one in the middle, just land behind the 2 yellows and go to the opposite centre. In it goes, and this looks perfect. So Steve McCormick holds his nerve, and meanwhile, table 1, attempt to create one's own pocket, didn't quite go to plan. Well, I'm not sure what's going on there. As he played the plan, I just took my eyes off the shot for a second. Now, it still looks like he's okay as the ball to the corner, and then it'll just obviously naturally be on the last yellow. And Steve Jamison is not going game here. Unless he produces a miracle on that yellow that's just absolutely buried amongst the 3 reds in the bottom side table. Meanwhile, Steve McCormick shouldn't miss this. And in it goes. 10-9. Chuka seems very happy with that shot as he does his best. I guess he's trying to be a rapper or something, the way he's crossing his arms. But Steve did have a shot in the middle, but this is just digging a grave. Me and Steve had a lengthy conversation about Q Sports the other night when we both had a few sherbets. And he basically said I'm no good. I agreed with him. And then I told him he was no good. And we agreed with that as well. So we both think we're no good. Now here comes a big double here. Now if this comes off, well, I'm not sure what he's played for there because that has just gone sideways. Did not realise he had two though. That's why Chuka was doing his Eminem impersonation. And meanwhile, Steve Jamieson has cleared these up. Well, doesn't it make a difference when you got two? Should not miss this out from here. Well, still a little bit to do. I don't know if he can hold the white as easy as what you would like for the corner that the black's available in. Well, he's gone corner, he smashed it in, and look at the results. And he just gets straight down and bangs it in. A la Ben Noonan like, no feathering required. And tens. Declan looking to chop up. I don't think this black's on. Let me have a look. It's hard to tell even from the angle I've got when I look at the table. He scratches his head. That normally means it's not on. He would have already got down and potted. So another shot to the corner for Declan. I believe he was the same player last frame that had to do this. Well, he's going to play a little swerve. This swerve's not easy because he's so close to a yellow that he could push the white straight into the yellow if he's not careful. To me, it doesn't look like he really needs to swerve it at all. He just needs to use side, and that's what he's done. Well, what was the fuss about, eh? It looked like he just potted clean. So, for the first time in this match, the UK have taken the lead. And Declan quickly runs the scoreboard to put the one on, and he's doing it on the wrong side. That's why he moved to Australia, because he really wants to be one of us. So these three frames will close out the second round. And worst attempt at Barmy Army I think I've ever heard. And they're trying to sing some random crap song that's got nothing to do with pool. Good job, guys. Meanwhile, Subwoofer lands nicely on this to just glide on the yellow on the cushion, but he has to deal with this yellow that's near the black in the cluster. Well, as quickly as this match has progressed, I really do think we can fit 3 matches in today. And good shot from Buffer, great promotion, looks like everything is on now. So just clean potting and good white ball required. Looking good now, Buffer is. Meanwhile, Chipper is probably looking at going game as well. Transition from one end of the table to the other might be a little bit tricky, depending on how he lands on his last ball at the balk end of the table. Doesn't want to stun this in, I don't think. Just want to drop this in because, yeah, no, he's done it well. Now, is he on? He's on the bottom ball, but then he's got to get back through the gap. He plays the wide through. So this isn't as simple as it looks anymore. Unless he just drops it in place to the centre, which is what he's looking at now. And then if he's got the right angle, he can glide up table for the ball in the middle pocket. But to be honest, you want to be pretty straight on that ball so you can screw back the side cushion and back across. You do not want to be going near the reds. Well, he's definitely got an angle. He's under-hit it a touch. But he should be able to get himself a fair bit of purchase in this white right up the other end of the table. He might even be able to get up to the ball and, on the cushion, which would definitely suit him. Well, he actually didn't have near the angle I thought. Now, this is the problem with his shot, is he's not straight on this yellow, so how's he going to avoid the red? Unless he can hit it thin enough where it does avoid it naturally. Once again, hard to tell from the angle, but he's hitting it low, which makes it even less likely he's going to avoid the red. Well, he's gone underneath it. Not bad, but where's the black position coming from? Well, big shot for Chipper. He's really got to. He's got to screw underneath the red that's near the middle pocket with a huge amount of left-hand side and dodge the two reds on the bottom cushion. I just don't think that shot's on. So he's hit it full ball like I thought he probably would, and now he's got no shot in the black. Maybe a double. Actually, no, that double's not even on. He may have to cut it to the. He may have to cut double to the middle. Pretty thin this shot. But I think the white ball's going to be flying around the table. I think it's his only shot. Even a chance to double kiss the black on the way through the white ball and bottom cushion. He tried to. I'm not sure what he tried there, because I can promise you now there was no double unless you really thin cut it and played the double to the corner. Meanwhile, I missed a frame and I was paying so much attention to his front table that we've gone 11 all of a sudden. And a snooker from Barry. I'll tell you what, not the most convincing snooker, not that hard to get out of. Just don't think Chipper can get enough purchase to hit the far side of the black as we look at the screen to promote it to the pocket. I think at best he could hit a full ball. Well, it is pretty wide, that wide, so maybe he can get a bit of an angle on this. Well, not a bad shot. Probably should cost him the frame, but still puts Tony under pressure. And Buff has missed the black, but does he have two? Well, he does. Hands on hips as he's snookered. As he gets down, that would have been a big effort for him to get down that low too, I might add. Well, from here, from all accounts, it looks like he's actually fat on it, but clearly he's not. So if he's not actually on it, he's actually got a really tough shot, because it's actually not easy to go across the table. He's got no angle. And Barry is cleaning up these balls as we expected he might. I think you need to pot this with just a little bit of drag in left-hand side just to pull the white ball away from the red. Well, he stunned across. Good shot still. Didn't realise he had that angle. Or he just did it to take the piss. One of the two. And Buffer has missed the black completely. I really do feel that Buffer, when he's come for the cushion there, you've got to play to pot that. You've got to play to hit it on the far side of the black as we look at it, rather than just come off a couple of cushions, just make contact. You've got to play to pot that. And Tony Wakefield has nailed the out to establish the lead. Now Ben Noonan now is on the other table. He's done no wrong today. He's just gone berserk. And he has just about finished his frame exactly. And that is another frame on the ball for Ben Noonan. He has just made people look like idiots today. And this is why he's probably, in my eyes, still the greatest player in the country. As he misses the black, can you believe that? I give him a rev up, and what does he do? He chops up like an imbecile.
I refuse to take the commentator's curse into consideration there. Just laziness from Ben Noonan again. And Kyle Crawford's one as well. And this is just slipping away from the Aussies. Especially that missed black from Benny. If Barry can convert here, this will be devastating. And I'll tell you right now, if Butters has put me last where I've got to play for the win, I will not be happy. So Barry Wakefield has got through those balls quite nicely. In fact, he's got the plant, I think, so not a bad shot. Got a very awkward queuing action, Barry, but he gets the job done. Just looks like every time he's got to play a shot, he just looks like he's got to put so much work and effort into it. Doesn't look like it, needs a bit more natural flow about his game, I think. And Ben Noonan has been given a massive strawberry if Butters gets out of the way, yes. And he's trying not to laugh as he one-hands this. Oh, I'm playing at 6 apparently, so I'm not going to be in the deep water. Benny got it. So it's 13-12. Pikey to break. We may have lost track of the score here. No, the score's right. There's only been one frame played in the last round. Now Pikey, as usual, loads up with side and falls out of position. Needs a good recovery shot here. Natural angle suggests he might be getting underneath this red on the bottom cushion, which is not bad, but not great either. Well, he's playing a different ball. Maybe a little plant. Well, he's gone for probably the most outrageous shot on the table and not got it. Pikey, what are you doing, son? Now, if I'm going to be up soon, I better go find my cue because I've got no idea where I put it. Could have been, someone could have walked out the door with it for all I know. I'll tell you what, no one will ever complain about the aircon not working in this joint. I'm actually freezing where I'm sitting. How many online?
Singing their theme song in Europe. I walked over and said, listen, I always want to know something from your group of blokes, right? How can you always sing the chorus and none of you know the verses? That's why I know it's real now. That's all their songs are choruses, right?
So I've just been having a quick word to Kevin Cashin in here. The English guys, when they were singing before, it was just a chorus. They don't actually know the verses. Steve Gray has just managed to hold the white there and got an easy black. I'm going to let Kev Harvey take over the commentary because I will be up in the next frame that's available. That won't be too long. Enjoy his work. He's got plenty of lines for you, he's told me.
Alright, welcome back viewers to the Ashes test between Australia and the English, Scottish, Irish, Wales and etc. teams. We've got little Dynamo Paul Pike out there at the moment on the yellows. Stevie Halliday's about to break going Steve McCormick on the centre table. And we've got young Josh Ball out there. I can't see his opponent at the moment. And here we have Sean Partridge. I've checked with Sean Partridge. He actually said to me that he's from Southend. He's got a passport and a birth certificate to prove it. We've asked him to bring it up next time because we personally believe the way he does his shave and stuff, he looks more like a convict. But as you might see, Sean can play the game. Oh, and just stand next to me is an Australian champion female who has played for multi-states in Australia, but we love her. We love her when she's at home. Love her. It's Tanya McClure. Looks great. Should see in the green and gold, natural to her eyes. And hopefully we'll get to bring you some scores from the ladies competition.
Sue, what's the score?
Oh, here's a quick update. I heard it was pretty bad for somebody.
6 to 10.
6 to 10 to Australia's way, so the crowd will be chanting soon. By the way, if you can hear in the distance, you will hear the English over there. When they win a frame, they have started a few chants, a couple of the English Barmy Army themes. Hopefully the Aussie boys will bat out and not make them sing too much. On the far table there, young Josh Ball. 2 reds to go on the black. Get us another wicket. And Sean himself is on a little bit of a tricky 3-ball red. But with his ability, should be able to maybe pull something out here. There's the first shot. Nice little kiss ball in with pace. And, Stevie Halliday's put himself in a little bit of danger, but hopefully he can see something and continue on with his opportunity. Oh, and Sean has not used his technique there. He hasn't brought his front foot out enough with the bat and missed the shot by a bit. Gives Paul Pike the opportunity now. Come out and try and find something. And young Josh Ball on the far table has just scored another run for Australia. Great out there against Glennie Frederis. And I'd say the scores are about 14-13 now, England's way. For those of you that weren't sure, Dan Lynch's great-great-great-great-grandparents came in on the Endeavour, and he's been a true Aussie ever since. Paul Pike with a great extraction after potting the ball. As he'd say, a little bit of Q power. Spreads the balls and hopefully can make the finish. Oh, and he's left it hanging over the pocket, giving Sean Partridge the opportunity to make an out here and bring the Poms ahead again. Probably the black's the one he needs to work out how to get onto. The other 2 balls seem quite possible. And you've got Stevie McCormick there in the centre table. I think nice shot by Sean there. With Sean's ability, he has quite a few options here to try and work something on the black. There we go, he's kicked off the yellow. Black in the centre. Hopefully they're not like the pitches in Perth where there was a lot of cracks, otherwise it could go anywhere. Oh, and on the far table, as you can see now, they've got Jamie Stevens coming in off the long run up. Steve-O fancies himself quite as a cricketer. And let's see how he goes out there. He's opening the bowling. What's that? Oh, is it? Okay. Sean's missed the black down the end. Took it on. Didn't make the pot. And Paul has a 3-ball out now. There you go. It's one yellow. He's on the jockey. Paul looks like a very casual player to most people. He actually has a technique and does study the game intensely. Sometimes may look like he has a bit of a casual approach with his cueing technique. But does get the job done for Australia. And as the score says, it is now 14 all. And we're tied. I was speaking to Peter Butterworth, the Australian captain, before, and he works on the theories of the Steve Wars and former captains who doesn't believe draw is anything but a loss, so win's the only way to go here. And Australia are going to be going out there, taking it on all day. Try and get the front foot. Got Steve Jamieson out there and the table with Jamie Stevens. Pretty good atmosphere here today at Potters for the Ashes Test. Good bunch of people out here, all celebrating Christmas and before the New Year, and having a bit of a drink and a bit of fun. Well, we're actually watching some great pool. And there is a great shot from Steve Halliday, coming off the back, hitting the ball from behind, straight into the centre, landing pretty fat on the black. And there it is. Another run to Australia. He's bowled Stevie McCormick, and Australia are now in the lead. And I can hear a lot of cheering down for the boys, a lot of high-fiving. That's what we want to see. We like the spirit of the Ashes. It's the way it works, everybody having a bit of fun. A lot of camaraderie, a lot of competitive a bit of a break on the top two tables here. I'm not sure what's happening with Jamie's. Jamie Stevens' games has been cancelled. Obviously the players are playing out of turn or something like that. Maybe the English team gave up, I'm not sure. It's only 15 all, so we hope the game's going to go on, because we aren't happy with the draw at the moment.
What's the thing with CueballTV and you can book travel and all through? Oh, did you? I was just about to advertise it. Oh, was it really, mate? Okay.
Right, well they've got Jamie Stevens game back on, and it seems to be the same two players. So maybe they weren't happy with the pitch, or was it, too damp, maybe rain come in. We'll have to find that out later and see what happened there, because normally once you start a game you're supposed to finish it. But it is the Ashes and anything can happen. So on the first table here we have Travis Martin for Australia, and he is playing Declan from, Declan, I think he's Irish. And he's broken and he's got a ball in, so he gets to choose and go on. Stevie Jamieson and Michael Skerry on the middle table. Steve Jamieson is broken and potted a ball, so he'll be choosing and continuing. And Steve-O is now playing young Ryan. So, just so most of you that are watching know, none of these English boys actually live in England. They've all decided to reside in Australia as they like the weather. Fantastic day out here today. Just like on for a Boxing Day Test series. So hopefully we're all having fun out there. Oh, here we go. Here's someone's just walked into the boot right. The T20 specialist, Paul Pike, doesn't know how to defend. Just an attacking player like young little Davey Warner. But, you know, as Davey Warner's done, progressed from T20 or the Super Sixes to T20 to one-day cricket, and now he's the Australian Test of Paul. Paul believes he's more an attacking player like Ian Healy. I don't know about Ian Healy. I think Dave Warner probably has a bit more technique than Ian, but if Ian is the one he looks at, so long as he makes the out and finishes and scores some sixes, we're happy. And Stevie Jamieson on the Reds there. Michael Skerry just waiting his turn, bat in hand. Michael told me today he's not wearing any pads or gloves or anything. He's just going out there in the near the Dalek way. Young Ryan, nice smooth out there at the far table. Bring England back to 15 all now. And Steve-O played his first game, got it stopped. Had to start and played Ryan, and Ryan's basically made an out on him, and Steve-O basically hasn't had many shots. So he won't be too impressed, Jamie Stevens, because he does love his cricket. Steve Jamison's made an out against Michael Skerry, T20 style, off the break. And they're in the lead, 16-15. Declan there, playing a couple of good shots here, getting on ball in the position. Oh yeah, Jamie's a little bit disappointed there. He'd be definitely going to be telling us about what the ball was doing. Probably was swinging too much for him. He doesn't like playing in Perth, Jamie. Prefers Adelaide with the shorter boundaries. We'll try and get Jamie's attention and find out what happened out there. I'm sure he'd be pretty devastated he didn't get much of a bat.
Hey Lee, grab Jamie Stevens. Can you grab Jamie Stevens for me?
Oh, and Declan's made that out and put the Poms ahead by 2. Young Kyle Crawford there coming to congratulate him. Sean, Shane, there's a whole group of them. They'll probably do one of their chants again. Steve-O's here, we just want to find it from Steve-O. Didn't get much of a bat out there, mate. I've been telling the people that you love your cricket. It's probably your number one little thing, and you prefer more like Adelaide with short boundaries.
Mate, I've just can hear myself talk, Dan. I've just broken against Steve, covered the hole. He cannot win. I find out I'm not playing him.
Yeah, we did notice that. I was wondering that because in cricket it's just not on. We thought it might have been rain delay or something, or something was wrong with the pitch and it was doctored.
I've broken the next frame, thinking I'm going to go game, and I chop up straight away. And Ryan says thank you.
I didn't actually. I thought he went off the break. I'm told the people. I didn't realise he'd chopped up, Jamie.
No, I had a chance.
You didn't see the ball come out of his hand. I take it.
It was terrible.
Terrible out there. No footwork,
mate. I might as well just try to play a pull shot off a full toss at me feet.
Definitely a T20 innovation.
But yes, I do love my cricket.
Are you more a batsman or a bowler, Jamie?
Hard to say, mate.
You think you're basically an all-rounder?
Well, I played a lot of indoor cricket for a lot of years.
Yep.
At a fairly decent level.
I was pretty fast in indoor cricket myself, Jamie. I only run around 3 or 4 feet.
I reckon you'd have done the back net, mate.
I was the back net, mate.
But outdoor, I didn't play for about 8 years.
Oh, and Jamie's beautiful partner, Colby's just turned up in an Australian top.
Not yet. Alright, we are back. Sorry, there was just a bit of a crash there. We've had some software issues, but we're back on board. As you can see, UK are probably looking favourite right now. Now Kev's just going to put up a picture of what I'm doing on the week, on the January the 6th. You can just see the phone up there with some imbecile on a big jet board thingy, and it's just, you can just, flyboarding it's called. Look at this. You have got to be an idiot to do that, and that's what I'm going to be doing.
I would have loved to do that. I'm jealous, I want to go. I had it down on the beach in the city the other day.
And now it feels a lot more like cricket, as Jamie and I are down either end of the wicket there, batting together.
Oh mate, I can tell you right now, after the frame I've just played, I am definitely 12 man. I should be bringing drinks out for the boys.
Well, I'm sure the crowd will be very happy, the people listening in at 3AW here, because now they'll get a bit more technical idea of what the game's about.
Where's that coming from, Kev?
I'm more the social butterfly of the commentary team, Jamie.
Speaking of technical, JR has just played a deliberate foul, and I'll tell you what, if I was him, I'm not happy with that shot.
Well, we did find out that they brought JR back like they brought Bobby Simpson back many years ago. They told for his experience and his knowledge, and he's been out there. He's playing the proprietor, Tony Wakefield.
Well, Tony's just
the bloke who actually owns the MCG here.
He's played a pretty ambitious shot, and he's got a pretty good result.
Tony walked out today, he had his cap on and he was fully dressed in all the England gear, and he got smashed on the first game and took it all off.
Yeah, well,
got a bit more serious. His lovely wife Carol, wearing the British flag as a vest today. They're very into it, the Poms. They love doing the little dress-ups and stuff.
Oh, they do. Well, they've got to do something.
Yeah, they haven't done too much this year in Australia, I'll tell you.
Look, mate, to be honest, I think they deserve everything they get. Well, too much. When I went over to England to play pool, mate, they give it to me about the cricket.
I was saying, mate, there is always a home ground advantage. I think when you play at home, you normally have that little bit of advantage of understanding the conditions and the atmosphere. And
well, I've got to be honest with you, Kev. The MCG and the SCG were probably the only chance they've got to win a test, because they're probably the two most awkward grounds to play in at the moment. Like the MCG didn't look like it played that well early on. Looks like it's playing great now because all the grass is gone.
Yeah.
SCG, in my opinion, has always been renowned as a terrible pitch for batting on, especially 4th and 5th day. It just roughs up so bad for spinners. That I remember a long time ago a match, one day where Australia got obliterated, and Mark Waugh, being the class, he was the only person who could actually make double figures. It just showed how good a bat he was. The ball was just moving around all over the shop.
And that's the idea of playing on a pitch. I think sometimes these drop-in pitches and stuff they brought in is they take the wood out of the golf club and just changes the game a little bit.
Yeah, look, to be honest, mate, I think drop-ins have to happen because of all the other stuff that happens on the grounds. But
that's true these days and age because of necessity. But I think like when you see something like Perth, with all those cracks and stuff looking like the Grand Canyon.
Well, that's the worst I've seen Perth look in a long time.
But it does show how the best have to play on a pitch and wicket that basically, you have to be on your eye.
Yeah, to be fair though, it didn't actually have a massive impact on the game.
No, it didn't, you're right. The Australians have got that
good
belief.
Good to see that Shane Watson made some more runs today, being at about probably 50%. He's struggling the big unit, and to all the people out there that bag Shane Watson, eat a dick.
Yeah, congratulations Shane Watson. Got a back up there from Jamie. And here we have Bobby Simpson, aka John Russell.
And with a moustache.
Basically on the red. And
he screws back into the car park. And
John's always had a bit too much Q power in his artillery, and there it is showing.
The big unit has just managed to hold the white there, I think. He
will play the right shot, is the right shot, is the right shot.
The only right shot is to pot it.
That's right.
And
it should naturally probably come out for the black anyway in the centre.
I think it will off two cushions. I don't think he'll go in off the middle.
Tight? No.
If anything, the only danger is snookering himself behind that yellow that's sort of floating around towards the pink spot. I don't reckon that's even on. May need to just put a little bit of left on this just to make sure that it avoids the not, but it's hard to tell the angle. I think he's sticking up to me. Oh, he's gone the double. That's how much we don't know, Kev.
Double. Oh, John Russell.
He's Pontiac's over.
That is old school. That
is a maniac.
There is some real old school.
And he goes and
now he's
going to give points to the English, which just shut your hole.
The crowd will go off now. They will just explode once John pots this. Have a look at that. Tony Wakefield devastated. Thinking it was an automatic cut.
I think Buffers deliberately set himself up the double to layer up because he had the easiest positional shot you've ever seen in your life.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh.
Special thanks to Dan Lynch, who has actually provided CueballTV hoodies, and I'll tell you what, I'm very happy with it.
Oh, Dan, thanks, mate.
Even one for like young Hunter.
Cheers, mate.
Probably a bit big for him, but he'll grow into that because he's growing like a machine.
These are fantastic. Folks, I'm telling you, from now on, anywhere at the tournament stuff, you will see the new CueballTV hoodies, fantastically done by Dan.
And I'll tell you what,
we've always known Dan to be a gentleman.
Not sure if he's selling them, but if he is, get on board and buy one. I'll tell you, not actually I'm pretty big rap for these. In fact, I won one in a raffle last week, and Colby took it off me because it didn't fit me.
What we might do is we might actually get Jamie to head up there near the first table and give us a quick look at the new CueballTV hoodies.
I will, mate. Let me just
they are
zip it up.
Specially designed. You can order them anytime. $385 with the signed autograph from Jamie.
I'm heading up there now.
Jamie's off now. We've actually got, while Jamie's walking up there, we've got Brian Daly, who's been brought back into the English side. He wasn't sure to be a starter, but he's here, and they put him straight in. And Brian now, an opportunity on the black. And there's Jamie. Oh, there it is, the CueballTV hoodie. Oh, Brian's followed in. Oh, mate for TV, folks. The Poms go up early. The
what have I just missed?
Did not wait. He's hit the black in, come off the side cushion, and the white's followed in about 5 seconds later.
Who did that?
Brian Daly. He just come in as a sub, and looked like he had the opportunity there.
Well, 19-17, isn't this over?
Oh, the test is over.
We've lost, so
we've won.
I better go do some handshaking.
We've won, mate.
Oh, sorry, we have too.
Australia
I have no idea what's going on here. I
19-17.
can't even read Oz and UK.
And we'll finish off the Aussie way. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Cheers, folks. Great
we've got another match coming though.
Sorry.
This is a two-match, and I don't know what's going to happen if UK win the next one.
We will be having lunch, and I'm sure UK will be discussing what they have the opportunity to do to the Australians. And the Australians right now having a couple of cans of VB during lunchtime, I think. All right, we'll see you back in half an hour. Off to the lunchtime cricket show with Slats.
We are.
leaving it? be starting the second phase of this Ashes contest shortly.
That was your break.
Always have trouble finding a car park. Here in the distance, right out the front, there's a space, and it's still
Please distinguish your cigarette.
this was just a dream.
Start your engines.
For the dreamers, two exceptions, and never felt a thing. Dentistry at Covert Dental Group is the calm and painless.
And we'll start rolling.
Procedures supervision. Away from your smile with Covert Dental.
The UK side of acquired Mark Robertson in second phase.
Everything's reduced up to 40% right now. Like the space of 28.99.
Just to give us a chance. Did you drop, Steve? I didn't drop anyone.
This one, that's up to 50% off. So we shop
Mark R. England. Who is our extra player?
Tony Wakefield, I believe, has jumped from south. Is that the case? Well done, Tony. Congratulations.
Self-got Tony Wakefield, is that what you're saying? Oh mate, I know has decided he needs to work this afternoon. Mark R. England is coming through. Even though it was a draw, unfortunate draw. Unfortunate win to us, but it should have been a draw. He's got some pride, doesn't he, old Tony?
Yeah, we thought we'd square it up a wee bit with Mark. But you guys have still got John Russell as a handicap.
Only left us as a series 2-0.
So we're starting shortly for the second phase, which will be another 36 frames. And the winning team from that 36 frames will then be decided. If it's a draw, we'll play a playoff. It'll be a 13-way playoff apparently. On two tables, according to spotters. And the losing side needs to find the opposing team a drink. Just for a bit of spice. Just one drink to share, yes. A warm beer as well, not a cold one.
Thank you very much, Barry Hearn, for turning up here today.
Can I sleep with you tonight, Michelle? Thank you, Captain Scott, for making an appearance.
I reckon Benny should be captain of the
Sean Steve Hurley. against Peter Butterworth.
And also, I got told too, they were anything to get out of the crowd. Play for Australia, we just lose. Watch cricket today? You know what happened? No. Oh, I got on the radio. Any danger?
Come, Michelle. Continue.
Starting the second test, and Mark Robertson's decided to step in for England because his name on Facebook is Mark England. What an imbecile. And from what I've been told by a few people around the room, he's just trying to step out of the shadow. I'll let you guys work that one out. But anyway, Butters is first in. And, well, should get these really. I don't know where my co-commentator Kev Harvey's got to. I'll have to just track him down. In fact, he may have left the venue. Anyway, I'll do this solo. I don't mind. Well, Butters is mopping up the end of the table that the black isn't at. Not silly, not a silly idea at all, and perfect position there. Stuns centre table, probably just past centre table to probably just get rid of that yellow that's in between the reds. That's probably the most annoying ball as far as positional play is concerned. And we'll see him probably. It's hard to tell the angle he's got. Looks like he's got a little bit of angle. I don't think it's the greatest of angles, but can probably get offside cushion and in between red and black, and then he'll have the ball over the pocket, just chop it in. And then get as straight as he can on that last yellow. Well, he's running through this ball, looks of it, so perhaps he's straight. Indeed he was. Well, actually this makes position on this last yellow a bit trickier now, so don't know why I didn't screw off it. But probably cushion first here, just to widen the angle. And once again, Butters, being a co-commentator, decides to do the complete opposite of what I've said. And has fallen short, so perhaps my option was a better one. And you do not want to be giving a bloke like Robbo a shot. Not sure whether he can actually pot this screw deep, come off 3 cushions. That red may get in the way too, coming back down table, so flirting with danger, trying to just collide into the black and not pot it in the middle as well. So I'll be interested to see what he tries here. Well, he's playing pretty plain ball, isn't he? He's getting a bit lower now. So he's okay. Here comes the cushions. That red does not get in his way, and well, this one hasn't quite either. So just a tricky little chop in the middle now. This is missable, but I would expect him to get it. And it, oh, geez, it wiped its feet. It's in there. Robbo does not get a look in, and he just does the old shopping bags to Peter Butterworth and then grabs the balls out.
Now Pikey, he must start finishing his frames a bit quicker, Pikey. He keeps getting down to his last ball and missing. Needs to start finishing. And Ben Noon on the far table on a double on the black, straight in the hole. Didn't even line up, I don't think. He just went down and hit it like it was on remote control. And he just dispatches of, I'm not sure who. Steve Jamison, by the looks of it, the original organiser of the comp. Done a great job, Steve, since he's been into the pool scene. He's organised a lot of comps and got a lot of camaraderie amongst several players and key individuals that help promote the game. Very good shot there from Pikey, just tying that black up to make sure that there's not an easy out with one. Now it needs a double kick out. And the angry Pac-Man, Steve Gray, breaks off. If you've been following commentary for a while, you'll know that Steve Gray, angry Pac-Man comment. Next time he breaks, have a look at his face. He gets this little curl up on one side like a Pac-Man face. It looks pretty funny. And Josh Boyle wants to take advantage of the dry break of Steve's. It does look like he's got an easy opener because there's two yellows covering one another down table. And he's not on this one that he's just looking at now, so he definitely wants yellows. But in this situation, I'd be just happy to take either because they're both available to make an out on. So possibly cushion first here. Needs to hit this pretty wide. A good shot. Great shot from Josh. Doesn't want that to be on the rail. It does sit on the rail though. And I think I might be up. I am up. I'll be back later.
And now we're on. Good afternoon, viewers, to this very exciting second test in the Ashes. This is Butter speaking, in case you're wondering. Nice gift from Robbo there for me. He's been a bit too used to his home table at the moment. Even scarier, got a ripper table at home and it's running 100 mile an hour and he's just come up short in his first ball. And in usual style, I made it as hard as possible for myself, but just got over the line. So great start to the Aussie team. 3 zip though. Against the break, which is even better. This is young Josh Boyle. And he's looking pretty good on yellows here. Anywhere up the other end of the table will do the job. If he lands fat on the one in the middle, good. If he doesn't, play the one in the corner and get on it. Oh, he's concentrated too much on position there, but he's still in very good shape. But he is playing the master himself, who can make the best of any situation, no matter how much trouble he looks like he's in. A great effort for Dan coming down today, very appreciative. Tony Wakefield for him and his son Barry coming up with the idea to have this and giving us the venue to run it in. Very close first match. Very stiff in off from Brian Daly last frame to give us the chocolates. And he's pretty straight on this. He's got can get through. He probably wants to move him a little bit. No, he's just laid up. No, I reckon he was trying to lay up there. Cover the black up. Now he's found himself in a little bit of trouble. He'll try and get something in front of the black. But he's left a gaping hole there. Great opportunity for Josh here. He's got to hold his nerve. If he's worried, just take this one over the corner. It's not covering a damn thing. Use it to get position. He's got miles of room to land on the black, so he can just get up there on one of those other two balls. Don't overplay it, Josh. Just keep it simple. Always nervous watching a pool player with a rest. And if that's a ripper shot. He's probably got to take the one over the corner first. No, he's happy with the cut in the middle. Just be careful not to run into too much traffic. He's played that very nicely indeed. Don't have to do a thing with this, just a little screw up the rail, just a bit of side will do the trick. Come out, he's got an absolute paddock to land in to be on it. Cushion first if you want. And that will do. He's played well today, Josh, played with confidence. We know this is no official event, but there's a lot of pride on the line. There's a lot of good players in the room, so some of these young guys will be feeling the pinch. Great effort from Josh there. And that's 4-1. What's happened on the middle table? I completely missed it. Glenn Ferris beat Jamie. Did Jamie get a shot this time?
I've come all the way from Ballarat and not even just sit down and watch it all day. He's broken pot out. I mean, that just doesn't seem to be anything normal, abnormal, sorry.
Well, that's happened in 2 out of your 2 frames so far, mate.
Well, it's good. It's good to watch.
Very much appreciate you coming down today.
To fill the numbers.
Well.
Anyway, that lead, though, still looks pretty good as I hopefully get on a jug this round.
Yeah, good win from Josh there. He held his nerve well against Stevie Gray, so we keep their big names quiet, mate. We're a very good chance.
Absolutely, and on the far table, I just saw Steve Halliday miss a pretty easy black, and this frame's still alive.
Oh.
Well, he's just gone round the table and missed. And, well, Sean Potter should win that frame from there. So, yeah. And I'll tell you that black that he did miss was pretty much dead straight. He just...
Was it? Yeah.
He's just shanked it.
Bit of twitcherson.
A little bit of Bunnings axe material there.
Fair enough. Scary wasn't awesome in the first match. I reckon he, especially with Robbo in the opposing side, mate, he'll step right up now.
Well, he should do, and he's actually got a tricky out here. I know all the balls are at one end of the table, but he just needs to negotiate position, because this red could cause a problem if he gets a bad cannon on, if he does in fact play the cannon.
I reckon he'd be pretty happy with that, Jamie.
Yeah, not the worst result ever.
Look at Chuka bouncing around the table as he does.
Chuka does like a walk and a dance and a bounce.
He does, doesn't he? He certainly is an individual unit.
I'm not sure about this beret he's wearing. Now Kev turns up. He's gone AWOL.
Being captain, I am going to pass it over to Kev because I've got to get back there and give these boys a bit of grief. So I'll join you later, Jamie.
All right, mate. And Chuka's just missed a pretty elementary ball.
I won't be washing my ears for a few days because I've just taken over from the Australian captain, Peter Butterworth. Winner of the Slate Open 2013. And if you were there...
He wants more accolades given.
Well, if you were there at the Slate Open, you saw a masterclass, Jamie.
Well, I actually wasn't there. I was at Carly Norbury's wedding, but we did have it. We did have the iPad streaming.
I did hear that, and just on that, I did hear that basically he did take your protege out, your Calcutta fucking, your what would you call it? What would you call Jake McCartney? black caviar. He actually took his black caviar at 5-1, and I stood there stunned.
Yeah, well,
And,
look,
it was a special
I
day.
did speak to Jacob about it, and he's not one to talk him to make up excuses. But he did say he was a bit flat after the headbutt incident.
Well, I'll tell you, there was a few sideshows on at the Slade Open, as there would be, because as we all know, if you drink Geelong water, this is what happens.
Oh, that's right. Well, at the end of the day, look, I wasn't exactly there, but I did see some of the streaming on how some certain individuals conduct themselves, and I'll tell you what, learn to know the invisible etiquette of the game, seriously, if you know what I'm talking about, because you are an idiot the way you acted. So, anyway, let's hope that doesn't happen ever again.
That's true, and just an aside to that, Jamie, I agree with you completely that even though the game's played and started in pubs, the game mateball does have etiquette to it, and most of us who play it do understand the etiquette and
absolutely
try to live by it. So,
and
for
at the end
those
of the
who
day,
don't understand it, please take a note from the people who do, and you'll learn something really quickly.
the other thing you'll actually learn about this game very quickly in this community, it's a big family of friends. If you stuff up really badly like that in regards to etiquette, you will just be scrutinised for the rest of your pool days. There are no second chances in this game, there really aren't.
Absolutely. Totally agree with you, Jamie. And back to the Ashes test, folks, second Ashes test.
Chooker's made a nice out here after chopping up early. He's actually gone through these balls quite nicely.
Chooker was actually quite disappointed today. He wrote on Facebook if someone could pick him up today because he felt that he might be slightly intoxicated to drive home. I checked with him. He couldn't get a lift, so he's leaving the car behind. And he's made a great out against Young Ryan.
He has. And as he gets his beak out.
Australia now moved 5-1 ahead, and again is in the first test. I'm not sure, buddy. I will try and find out for you. But Australia took an early lead in the first test as well, and England fought back. So Australia won that as well, folks. So they're 6-1 up.
It was very unusual to see England fight back like that, because normally when they fall over, they die.
Yeah, I think the one bonus they have in their side is 501 shades. And that's the old Stevie Gray.
Yeah, I'm sorry if any of the UK guys from overseas are tuning into this, and we are giving you a bit of grief, but no, we are...
As you'd understand, it is the Australia Ashes and Australia England, or it brings out a bit of convict in us.
That's exactly right, but look, listen guys, if you are tuning in there, we actually appreciate your support too, because we know that a few of the English guys, when they came over from the British Lions and that, they did stay on and watch. When they went back to England, they watched the CueballTV footage, which was great to know, because it means that we are getting worldwide to spectators, and that can only grow. When I say that, obviously worldwide doesn't get any bigger. I mean, we're not trying to get any Martians watching or anything like that, Kev,
but if they do want to send in a message, we will try to acknowledge.
We will. Now, Brett Rogers
has seen a few Martians in his time.
He has seen a lot of Martians in his day. In fact, he might be looking at one right now.
That's right. He's given Brian Daly the opportunity to head to the table. Brian Daly has got the England top on, but as I do know from Brian, if you check his footwear, it is the Australian thong.
He is, you're right. And I'll tell you what, he's sending mixed messages there, so he might just deliberately chop up here just to break his cover, or he might leave it to the end of the frame.
A bit of yelling and screaming going on as Steve McCormick comes to the table with 2 shots against Michael Skerry. Mike has made a little error in judgment and gone in off.
And Gus DeGiorgio has just got on hold of this banter between Brett Rogers and Nick Howie about the egg comment. Now we just won't let it go. Gus, come up with your own shit, dude. Come on. I want to hear your own original stuff. Now Brian's just... Well, I didn't actually pop my head down and read the text, but he's just fallen way out of position there.
Steve McCormick, 2 shots on the black to bring England back to two points.
And this is how it all starts. This is how it starts, Kev. They just suddenly get a couple of frames together.
And there it is. 1 shot against Michael Skerry. Takes the frame and puts a run on the board, Jamie.
It does, and Skerry had opportunities there to finish that frame, and he's chopped up.
Just on another side note, the great Tony Gregg, former great captain of England and master commentator on the Channel 9 cricket team, was 1 year ago yesterday, I think, that he passed away.
It was indeed, actually.
And I think for the British guys, you know, although he was originally South African, and probably the first bloke to wear the motorcycle helmet.
And look, to be honest, I thought he was a terrible cricketer, but that's for you guys to decide on your opinion.
I think if people would. Oh, Declan McDavid has gone
Yeah,
down.
oh, geez, you wouldn't want to put your head that low with Declan. He could headbutt it.
There was talk that some of the Australian boys playing him might be wearing a helmet today.
Yeah, no, that did start already. They were invisible, but the confirmation was there that they were sort of looking sideways while he was while they were playing shots.
Brian Daly there playing a defensive stroke against the spin of Michael. And here we go, Brett Rogers looking for an out here.
And he's straight. Oh, geez, Brett's playing like a turd.
Brett's still talking to those Martians, Jamie.
He's actually called a foul on himself, so he must have clipped the yellow on the way through.
And there, folks, is the idea of etiquette. Brett Rogers called that on himself. There's no referees out there.
He could be the English mile the way he's playing. He's playing like a goose. What's going on there, Brett?
There was talk of a handshake.
He could be doing the Hansi Cronje of 8 ball.
Oh, Brett Rogers has done many things in his life. I did explain to a few of the Australian players that let Brett Rogers think it's a T20. If he thinks it's a test, he won't be turning up for 5 days. So we can get him here for 4 hours. We're already ahead.
Actually, he was here before me. I was pretty impressed.
Well, and there's big John, Bobby Simpson Russell going off. Another run to Australia there on the far table.
Yeah, and that's a big lead. That's 5 frames. But a long way to go. And we saw this gap earlier on in the first test. So.
And Brian's got himself a little out of position on the centre ball, so he'll probably have to go down to one of the end balls.
I think he might be on it, Kev.
You think he's on?
I can't quite see him on the shot, but I reckon he can get through to this.
Looks like he's going for it, so we'll wait and see.
He's got to play it with a little bit of pace to run through off a side cushion, and well, he's bobbled it.
You have to do the extra work, Jamie, and sometimes that takes the queuing action out of the player. And for Brian, the result was a miss of the pocket.
Well, he's got 2.
He's got a second visit.
Well, that just makes the shot even more horrible because he doesn't have another pot. Yeah. Brett will be just wrapped to get back to the table, even though his balls are absolute turds. They are shocking. His balls are probably the best down the rail potter I've ever seen in my life is Brett Rogers.
They say in his time he was a bit better than an egg. But
as he just throws a smile over my way, must have heard me say that. So he'll probably go for a double now.
And the crowd now yelling out for Brett.
Well, he's just not taking any time at all. He's straight down on this shot. Gets a nice double kiss cannon. There's nothing's going right for Brett right now.
He's still working with the Martians, I think.
Yeah, mate, he needed a half ball off that just to set himself up the table a little bit. He could drop in for a snooker if it's within his nature, but I'm not sure it is. Well, he's missed another pot, and flukes one.
Oh, Brett Rogers. He manufactures something there.
He is, well, he's been absolutely blessed. He's
definitely, Jamie, he has contact with the Martians.
We
thought that we couldn't get onto them, but he has.
I agree, and he's got a little snooker now. And Tanya McClure.
Bit of disruption there in the background from the ladies' game over there.
Tanya McClure just drops the F-bomb on the microphone pretty much, and not unusual to hear that when she's had a few drinks.
Very convict of her. And we've got Bernie Partridge out there on table 2.
I think he's given a pretty good account of himself today, Bernie.
He does put in 100% when he takes on the opportunity, mate, given to him today. So, and Brett's brought the white right down the end of this table. He's going to manufacture something again.
Well, he's gone for the face cut. He's gone in off. Well, I think he's been extremely unfortunate there. He's just got the little clip on that red. Jeez. The white ball's gone in off. Well,
disappointing.
I guess when you do let the white ball run, things like that can happen, but you cannot legislate for that sort of in off. Meanwhile, Brian Daly says, "Thank you, Brett. I shall pot out."
Brian looking to put another run on the board for England. They're a little bit behind at the moment, 5 frames. There we have the lovely Wani.
Taking a few photos of doing commentary.
She also wearing an Australian top as she's playing for the Australian team in the ladies' test. We'll have to try and get a check on that for the girls.
I don't mind doing a pose here and there. And he has chopped up. Look at
Brian
this.
Daly, he's used leg spin instead of off spin, Jamie,
Yes,
and it's got him in a world of pain.
He has failed to use off spin there.
Still remaining with 2 shots, but we'll see if he can perform something out here.
Well, he just needs to come cross table and get a full ball contact on this yellow, not too hard. He's hit it too hard. This is what I'm saying to you, Kev. He's hit it too hard.
It was a little bit too hard, Jamie.
This is where the analysis that you were talking about earlier comes into the game, Kev. And, well, he's got to play a double now. White ball's going to be run away a little bit. Looks fairly thin.
And Dale Chipper-Bolton on the far table has just taken out Kyle Crawford to give Australia another run on the board. And they have scored now via 8-2.
JR has sent balls flying everywhere, and now a double coming up. Should go just part. Well, he's gone middle. I thought that was absolute lunacy myself, but, well, he's got the yellows up near the red.
Sort of worked out for him a little bit, but let's see what Brett can pull out here.
Well, he's... Tell you what, Brett's actually very likely to clip that yellow there and make it on. Or is it on already?
We'll have to wait and see here. Brett putting his hand up as an apology for something he didn't mean to do. So
I'm not sure what that is. Maybe this... Okay, clearly this yellow's not on, otherwise Buzz would have already been down and played.
He's actually looking over us with a wry smile on his face. Not sure what he did there.
Not sure what the apology was for, Brett. What was the apology for, mate? Oh, it's
Brett,
2 shots.
Again, it's a show of etiquette by Brett Rogers there. He's walked over and told us to hit the black and given away 2 shots.
And has
to
Brian
Daly
Daly chopped this up as well? He's having a close look. This must be tight.
And down the far end, he potted the black out, clipped the black, trying to go for his ball.
Well, this might be really tight. And, well, it was tight, unlike any English girls I know. And
Jamie,
Brett, big chance here.
Well, here you have had a good time when you have partaken in the black pudding.
Well,
I suppose you could say.
Not quite that good a time, because obviously Colby wouldn't have been real happy with that situation. But
oh, I meant pre-Colby days, mate. Back in the days when you were known as Smash rather than Solid.
Pre-Colby days, I didn't mind getting myself known to the public.
For those who didn't know, Jamie used to actually be known as Smash rather than Solid.
I did too.
And then he moved into the family life and has turned into the family Solid now.
I have.
And we're very happy with that. And we do like on the rare occasion when Jamie does smash it up, because he does enjoy it himself.
And get a bit of entertainment going. I like to try and be a character of the game, because I've, well, lacked the 8-ball skill these days.
Bit of killing there by Brett Rogers.
Brian sends a white ball in off, but score will go on the board to Australia, and this is now becoming a demolition.
There was talk that they liked the idea of the close test they had in the first one, but I heard there a couple of blokes from the Australian team basically just saying out there that they should really flog them.
Well,
so,
to be honest, I thought on paper this was a bit closer than what this score represents.
But there is still more frames to get.
And Brett Rogers walks off the table very happy with his performance. After he fouled about 18 times and still got away with the win.
Now we have JR there, standing there. He's using his happy feet to set up the next shot.
He is, I'll tell you what, I'd love to see him give us a quick dance, but I can't see it happening. He's in all sorts here, unless he's got 2.
He will if he can somehow win the frame, I think. We've got the Australian captain, Peter Butterworth, now taking on young Barry Wakefield, the protege to the Millions in the Potters Empire.
Yes. I made a comment about Barry earlier. I just think he needs to just find a way to get some bit more rhythm about his game, because he always looks awkward and jerky when he plays every single shot. And I think if he can get rid of that out of his game, he'd actually increase his ability by absolute tenfold.
Well, I think the best curist in the Wakefield family is Carol. I've always thought that she actually has the best natural ability.
Well, probably right there actually, and she probably just doesn't practice as much as the other 2. And look.
And there we go, we just did a score check, and Carol Wakefield is 3 from 6 in the test
sitting on
series,
50%.
holding her own at 50%. The actual overall score for the moment of Australia versus the Great Britain side is, in the first series, Australia won the test 12-9.
Oh, Butters has missed, has he? No, Josh Ball's heading the way.
And in the second test of ladies, Australia is 9-7. Oh, they are worried now.
She
they
sounds,
found out.
Colby Paul sounds really shocked that they're actually losing.
They're down 7-9 and they're about to have another meeting.
Yep. Colby must have lost a frame for that to happen. I'm pretty sure she won all 3 in the first, because she wasn't shy in letting me know. And, well, what's he going to do with this ball on the rail there, Kev? Because it's a real problem ball. He tried to just nudge it off their half ball and missed it. Well, he didn't want that can on the yellow either.
Could there be an extraction, Jamie, now?
I think it's really hard to tell from this angle. I think that black's in the way though, Kev. He might, if he can slip past it, he might be able to just put a touch of right hand side on this,
right,
and get a cannon. But the problem is, he's got a cannon that ball. He's kind of got a double kiss at full ball, so that's why the red sort of goes over the middle, and the white just comes back to the sort of blue spot area. But he's taking the double on. Lunatic shot from Butters. He's nailed it.
The Australian captain Peter Butterworth with a huge shot.
But where's this white ball? We've got Barry's head in the way. We cannot see what's going on, and I think this is thin. So
I have to say, I've watched Peter Butterworth over many, many years, and
he's got another red.
Snook it from what I can see on the screen.
He did have another red, and he's missed it.
Oh, I didn't realise.
Oh, we didn't know about that, Kev.
None of us saw that one. That was, yeah, evading us.
How dare Barry put his head in the way? And anyway, Sputter still has a lot of control of his frame.
Oh, and by the way, on the middle table at the moment, their new gun recruit they brought in for the UK side is the brother of Neil Robertson, Mark, who actually was over in England for a while there, partaking in the snooker game.
He was. He tried to get on the stage. Just missed out. I think he lost one of his last match or something to make the tour, and so he basically put his tail between his legs and ran back to Australia to win an Australian title instead of in
Gold Coast last year.
Apparently that's the formula for winning Australian titles at the moment. Go and play snooker for a year and then come back and play pool.
Look, I must say, Jamie, that Mark's one of the most technical best technical players I've ever seen in the time I've ever watched pool.
Always been a big fan of Robbo's cueing.
Yep, and he's a person who never takes too many things to chance.
He's very intelligent as well, and knows how to analyse situations very, very well and get the best out of it. However, he hasn't got the best out of that shot.
And here's Barry Wakel trying to play a safety. He's never played too many safeties in his life, Barry, and that shows that from the shot he just played. I think Pete could actually be on this red in the centre.
Yeah, well, I don't know about the centre, Kev. It looks thin, but he's at least got the Jackie. Well, what's he looking at here? Well, basically, Kev, you pick a shot, I'll pick a shot, and Butters will go and play a different shot.
And he can play the different shot, luckily, Jamie. Yeah.
Well, if he's playing this off the yellow, he's off his head. I don't know why he doesn't just play the Jackie.
He tried to play it onto the other one, maybe.
I just don't see the point. Just play the Jackie, Butters, and just get it over with. That was one of your unorthodox shots that I didn't agree with. But anyway, we do that just about every shot you play. Nothing unusual there. And, well, I haven't said that, Butters. You've got the form and I haven't, so you obviously know what's going on.
He's taken great respect and responsibility for the opportunity to captain this side, Jamie. He's very committed to the side, performing well today. I was listening to his speech at the start of the day, and I heard him saying, he started off by saying the word, "Let's have some fun."
He did indeed.
And I think that's part of the Australian way, so that was off to a good start.
But he did also highlight that if we lost to these blokes, that we'll never hear from it never hear the end of it for a whole year, so let's smash them. That was pretty much how it went.
Let's say at the moment, we're looking okay to make sure that doesn't happen.
And I did get to listen on Steve Gray's comments, and pretty much went like, let's have a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Something Steve would probably say, actually.
Well, he probably replaced it with a Carlton draft, but doesn't mind a beer, does Steve Gray?
Absolutely. And down the far end, you got Steve Jamieson just running the yellow and trying to, he had 2 visits actually.
Oh.
So he's run it over for the second visit. And Mark there covering the tight pocket on the corner with 2 balls, making sure he's got a head in that side.
Steve James just about to win the frame on that far table, and you can sense a sort of revival coming back from England here as Robbo at the table, and Steve James wins that frame. I think this frame that's the closest to us for Butters is a must win now. He needs to put in a captain's knock.
Yep. So I think if we can win every 1 out of 3, we still probably end up with a tester in our sides. So.
Yeah, I'm up against soon, Kev. I'm going to try and get a shot.
If he gives you the opportunity, Jamie, I think you'll make him pay for that. So.
Now, I'm not sure if this yellow goes inside the red or not, but if it does, big opportunity to get back in the frame, if not win it from this visit. If it's really close to the red and it's sort of touching it, then there's no hope. And I would suspect the fact that he's playing this red over the cushion, over the pocket, could be the case.
Barry's a player who normally always trying to look for an out, always trying to continue the game.
It's the thing though, Kev, there's no point potting these balls if you can't finish a frame.
Agreed, Jamie, and I think that's why sort of Barry's caught in a bit of a plateau from reaching the elite level, I suppose you could say.
Well, he has got a chance to double this if he can actually get the contact right. If he catches this yellow, just less than quarter ball, big shot. He needs to play this double. Probably start it with a touch aside and get a little flick on the yellow to promote it over the hole. Well, he's gone for it, but he hasn't got any side on the ball. Hasn't got the angle right.
Now the opportunity here now for Peter Butterworth. Oh no, sorry, Barry had a second visit. I didn't realise that.
Well, the fact he had a second visit just told me that he went completely the wrong way from the very start of this out. So that's unfortunate for him.
Yep, I agree with you there, Jamie.
And well, he's trying to play a bit of a containing shot. I think he's trying to put it in front of the black, to be fair.
Yep. He's made it quite interesting now, Pete, with a look at one of the red, but obvious pocket is covered.
Yeah, this has actually got to be played spot on, otherwise this will go horribly wrong. It's one of those shots where you can't play it too soft and you can't play it too hard. You've got to hit it spot on, and you've got to probably just stun it so the red follows through a little bit. You've got to hit it right on the money. Couldn't have played it any better.
And that's spoken by Jamie there. Walked us straight through what Pete needed to do. Pete, with his cueing arm, did it perfectly, and basically has the opportunity now to put a run on the board for Australia.
Yeah, you saw no run through on the cue ball there. He stunned it because that just helps the red follow through. And just screws back into the car park almost. Put his head down, but he should be alright here.
Mark Robertson, in the meantime, has taken this frame on the middle table and put another run on the board for the UK side.
As he pokes his chest out and tries to get some high fives from his teammates. And I'm up now, pretty much, because unless this black's not as on as I think it is.
Looks pretty tight, Jamie, from what Pete keeps looking at it.
I'm still going to go and get myself ready to try and have a shot. I'll be back soon.
Righto, we'll take over. We'll get young Michael Scarry in here. Another Australian rep. Having a bit of a look here and a bit of a chat.
Hey, how are ya?
G'day, Michael. How you going, buddy?
Pretty smash.
That's a good start. Oh, that black was a lot tighter than we thought, and Pete's actually run down the rail. Left an opportunity for Barry to put something on Pete and hold the game up a little bit. Just have to work out what Barry's thinking of doing here. Not as easy as it looks.
So Barry's got one here, obviously.
Barry's got one shot, load of snooker on Pete. Pete's not one to shy away from the opportunity, so I think we'll see something here.
Might swerve and hopefully roll the black down the rail, or might come off the back cushion and smack the black and basically hope for the best.
There you go.
Or even play it controlled and roll the black down the other end of the table, trying to cover the pocket. But
you think he's trying to massay and pot?
Yeah, basically. And if he's covered that pocket, he's covered that ball. That's huge.
Great shot, Pete Butterworth. Great effort there. We've got Steve Halliday on the far table. It's Michael yelling out from the boot there. Steve Halliday on the far table playing Steve Gray. That's a bit of an intra-club game himself.
So basically, has to be a good shot here. Otherwise, Pete's got the black in the corner.
Well, Barry's taking the pot on.
That is a good shot, but it has to be followed up by basically two more good ones now.
Just a quick call out there for those watching Jamie Stevens. He's wearing the CueballTV hoodie, which everybody will be able to purchase soon.
It's a great shot by Barry.
Rate. We'll let you know the details as it moves on.
And Jamie's copied my haircut too, so.
Jamie and Michael, yep, basically the same barber. Barry takes the flame against Peter Butterworth.
And good out there by Barry.
And the UK crowd are going crazy out there.
So I'm basically hoping for a draw now, so it's a bit more fun. And then we get another set and we just smash them.
Well, that's the idea then. We don't want to draw. We got to win in the end.
Nah, it's
because there's no such thing as a draw in Australia.
It's all a bit of fun.
That's it, Michael. It was a good day out. That's what it's for. Bit of Christmas spirit, New Year spirit. And I'll tell you right now, whatever Jamie's done, that top's worth.
I can do one and play at the same time.
Michael Scarry asking our technical advisor whether we can take the headphones out and play a frame with it. Jamie Stevens, I'll tell you, he's put the hoodie on and he's firing. I haven't seen him play this well in quite a while. I think as one of the better players in Australia have said, the way you dress is the way you play, and Jamie's looking a treat. Looking a treat, just brought the yellow out, couldn't actually land the double. And giving Sean Parch an opportunity at the table now. One shot on reds. Michael Scarry on the close table, left the commentary box to head out there and try and get another run for Australia. Not sure who he's playing yet. And on the far table, Steve Halliday and Stevie Gray still at it. Steve Halliday's less balls on the table, but that doesn't mean anybody's ahead. Michael Scarry's found his opponents. It's Glenn Ferris, and he's about to break. Michael. As they say, it looks like a dry break. Balls are quite congested, and it's going to be quite an interesting frame from here for both players. Sean Partridge, just a lovely pot there, promoting his second ball too well. Falls in on him. I don't think he'll be too worried about that. It'll have to be potted sooner or later. And on the far table, Stevie Gray, the captain of the UK side, taking it out on the red balls there. Looks like Glenn Ferris is taking on the yellows. No, he's fouled. He's hit the black on the way through, and given Michael Scarry an opportunity with 2 shots at an open table. And here we have Trent Reinheimer. Trent Reinheimer here, he's looking for some fun times. Trent, always open to a call. He does speed dating. He loves the speed dating session, Trent here. Trent's more a snooker player these days. Gone back to his beginnings. Michael Scarry taking on the yellows and potted the ball, so he's on the yellows and proceeds with 2 shots. Meantime, Stevie Gray on the far table there, potting on the reds. Michael hit that so hard, I don't know what happened then, but I see Stevie Gray on the far table now, perfect position for the black. To try and bring UK back to 7-9. It actually was about 9-3, I think, at one stage. So the UK side, a bit of a fight back. Obviously had a couple of points and getting back into it. And there's Sean, potting the red in the centre, moving on to red down the far end. I'll tell you, I'm not sure if you saw that because Michael walked across, but Sean went off 4 rails, popped the red, came back to go in the centre, hit the jaw, landed fat for the black, and there's the frame to the UK. And now scores, I think, are nearly level. Michael Scarry has scored 2 shots on himself to Glenn Ferris, 2 visits to Glenn there on the reds. And folks, we've got a competition here. We've got a competition on. Well, he's got 2 visits, young Glenn. We'll see what's happening here. There you go, Glenn's found a red to pot and he's taking it on.
Well, I've just confirmed I'm a spastic.
Jamie, you might be a spastic, but I was saying to the crowd out there listening, you look good, buddy. You're a supermodel with the new CueballTV hoodie on.
I've bowled a wide.
And I'll tell you, for the first 50 that do call in and buy one, we will be giving them an autographed copy of you and your commentary attire.
We do not want to devalue it. We might get Ben Noon or someone to autograph it.
Ben Nooner's not that good a commentator, Jamie.
Maybe not, but he can certainly play pool.
That we do not question. It's an exclamation mark when you say that about Ben Noonan.
I'm actually having a nightmare out there today, Kev.
It's all right, Jamie. It's all for fun, mate.
And, well, Glenn Ferris, I did not realise this, but he has developed quite the bald spot there on top of his head. He might actually have the horseshoe in a few years to come.
It's always when you see the refraction of the light. That's how you know, Jamie, when it comes to the scalp and the hairless area.
I did hear that Dan did have to turn the contrast and brightness down when I was down on a shot earlier.
Just for those who didn't realise, Glenn Ferris there playing the red ball for his safety again. I think he didn't realise he had the two.
Well, Scary needs to
Michael
capitalise
Skerry,
here.
Standard playing the T20 game. No need to hold behind. Australia ladies lost second round.
How many tests are they having? They're having a decider apparently.
Women have decided, they've had a meeting and decided that 1 all is not good enough. A draw does not count in Australia. We need a winner. And of course, us being gambling men, we'll back the Aussies.
Yeah, we will.
We'll back the Aussies.
Although it is a chook raffle over there. Well, Minka's
Michael
just played a
Skerry
shocker.
taking on a big shot. Potted Glenn's ball, giving him 2 visits, and I think there could be a foul snooker there. Glenn's asking already.
I don't reckon it is.
Jamie's had a look at it.
Well,
believes it's not a foul snooker.
obviously I've got a terrible angle, but I don't reckon it is. The fact this white ball hasn't already been picked up suggests that there's no way it is.
From what I've heard, Glenn spends his time in between frames at the bar, and that might be a slight issue into his understanding of the foul snooker there, Jamie.
Well,
that
looks like it could be a foul, actually.
It's very close to call. No umpires out there. Dickie Bird couldn't be got
Nah,
this call.
he's called a foul on himself because Scary's come to the table, and it was 2 shots prior to that, wasn't it?
It was, mate. There's another example of the etiquette we try to perform when we play, because it's not worth winning as a cheat.
Absolutely, and to me that one looked like it was pretty obvious, but still good to call.
Oh, if you can hear in the background, folks, we have the UK side now demonstrating their harmony, thinking they're a gospel choir from Harlem.
What is this gay song, Kev?
Is it Manchester?
What is this gay song?
If you listen, Jamie, they don't know the actual verses, just the chorus.
Yeah, they have quietened down all of a sudden.
The reason they actually sing this song, Jamie, from what I know, it's called Walk On, and that's because most of them get too drunk to drive home. So they pretty much just walk home. You've got to love this, I've got to say, folks. It is a wonderful thing to hear the English singing away in harmony.
Would you just...
They only know a couple of songs, but they do them well.
Oh yeah, the way home, I got that bit. And suddenly a verse starts and complete silence hits the room.
Now I heard the Australians have a rendition of this, and it's by the Angels. And it goes in the lines of no way, something like that. I'm not sure the actual full verse, but I heard the boys will be singing that at the end of their anthem.
Alright, well I'll go and put that into their heads. In fact, I'll be back in a sec. I'm just going to go let Butters know that one.
Good call, Jamie. Good call, mate. And now we have a big game on here. Young Declan taking on the great Brett Rogers. Otherwise known as the King or Ski. Some people name him as an egg. But what we do know is that when he's on, he can play the game. Young Declan breaks, balls go everywhere, all stay on the table. One shot, Brett.
Well, Kev, I did have a bit of an epiphany as I walked over to Butters there to mention that song. I did think of another one that we do sing a lot of cricket when we're doing a bit of sledging. And that is something like... Na 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 na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye.
And there's another frame to Australia, another run on the board there,
and
in the middle table.
And let's just hope this doesn't get as far as me again, Kev, because that will be another frame to England.
Jamie, mate, it's always a pleasure to watch you out there, just expressing yourself. Brett Rogers there, very fine.
I think I got Sean's first win, actually. He's second for the day. I haven't got one yet, Sean, so take a bit of pity.
And here's Brett just
Brett Rogers has just run around the table. He's got through these in about 3 seconds, and bang, this will go in.
There's the man. There he is, Brett Rogers. Ooh,
He smashes Declan. Oh, no headbutt there. No, we're okay.
All safe. Brett throwing out the high fives. A real team man in a team sport.
This is the most involved I've ever seen Brett get involved in anything at all.
And
unless
now we
it's
have
poker or something like that.
And on table one here we have Dale Chiver-Bolton using his katana, hopefully trying to extract some pain on the opposition. And Stevie McCormick lands a great black to get a run on the board for the UK and keep them in contention.
So they're not going away.
At 12-9. I think that's part of the Ashes game, Jamie. Just when you think you're out, you're back in. Because I think after the first innings for England, they thought they didn't do enough, and Australia definitely didn't do enough. And 3.5 days later, match is over.
Yeah, and
Australia 4 up.
as Shane Warne said about 37 times during that coverage, there's no dead rubber in the Ashes.
And I truly believe that, Jamie. If part of our sport is that we always have a go at whatever we do.
Absolutely.
And so dead rubber is only a time to have a good time after you've finished winning it.
And to me, a dead rubber is a condom you didn't get the job done into.
Never had that problem or that issue, Jamie, I'm glad to say. I'm sure yourself would have tested it many times.
Haven't had to wear them for a long time now, mate.
Look, company's gone out of business, Jamie, since you've done to partake and not enjoying the...
I want to speak to Jake McCartney about that one.
Young Jake McCartney. We hope he's listening in and watching it. He could be somewhere lying down.
I did tell him he'd be in. No, actually, I did have a couple of quiet beverages with him last night, nothing over the top, and I got him home at a reasonable hour.
Well, he mentioned to me, I think the last time we spoke was that next time we were together, we'll be having a couple of old milkies. It's been a while since he's had his milkies. Jake, he wanted to try a new drink every now and then.
Well, I'll tell you something about Jake is every third week he tells me he's turned a page, which means he's not going to drink and he's going to behave himself, but sure enough, 2 days later, he's out on the sauce.
Well, that's the idea of turning a page, Jamie. You never know what's written on the other side.
Most undisciplined bloke I've ever met in my life. Don't know where he got that from.
But a quality bloke. Quality bloke.
Bernie Partridge is now guaranteed that he will not pot out this frame. As he's overstunned that. He needed to be a bit straighter.
He's reaching for it too. Makes everything a little bit hard in his queuing action.
Well, he might play the smash double screw back.
Oh, look at that. JR on the middle table there. Good old Bobby, eh? Showing us his cue power. Bernie looking a little bit stretched and has played the shot accordingly.
Yeah, even if that had gone and he was still in huge trouble.
The only issues we have.
Speak to Butters.
They're just going to go outside and fight like the old days.
Gangs of New York.
Yeah. Gangs of New York, Jamie. Fantastic. I love the idea. Love to know he's playing Leo. And more so Daniel Day-Lewis. Oh, and on the far table, we've got that fellow they call Big Time Benny out there. And when he's at the table, folks, you want to keep an eye on it.
Well, I refuse to say he's a good player anymore after that. But actually, I did get confirmation of that black that he did miss when I was given a big rap. It actually rolled a kilometre. Glenn Ferris was actually standing behind it and said he couldn't believe how much it rolled. So,
well, again, just let me know that Glenn does spend his time at the bar between frames. So another opinion might be needed also.
Well, Benny was pretty confident rolling. He's another bloke that doesn't make up excuses about his bad play. So he obviously did roll, but
absolutely. Young Barry Wakefield there coming in.
Pretty happy with that.
What's he wanting? Wants to make sure he got a frame on Cueball.
Just making sure he was on CueballTV.
For when he beat someone.
I'll tell you the only reason he's on CueballTV, Jamie, because Dan Lynch here takes his time to give us the pleasure of being able to do this. So Barry can go home now, watch it by himself, have a little bit of fun with himself, and then go to sleep nice and peacefully.
He might have a bat, if he won the frame especially. I've got nothing.
If you're going to play cricket, you want to have a bat.
I best win my last frame, Kev, because I've got nothing to bat over yet.
Jamie. Your issues are many, and few.
Speaking of, I haven't made a ton in a long time either, Kev. It's been about 4 years now since I made a ton.
4 years.
I think it has been 3 or 4 seasons since I made a ton.
We might be calling you a bowler, Jamie, these days.
Yeah, well, I came in as a team as a bowler and played my first game back in 8 years, made 113 not out and got spanked all over the park the following week, so then they decided I was a batter. We couldn't work out what I was in the end.
Again, as we've always said, we believe you're an all-rounder, mate. You've got all aspects of everything.
I like to think I am, but at the moment I'm an all-nothing.
Don't want to give you too many raps, but I always try to let people know that, in your time, you can play anybody.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And the good part of your game, Jamie, is that you have all parts of it. So, if you, as we say, if you could just put a bit more practice in the days, then when you get at the table, you might show people some of the stuff you used to do.
Yeah, look, on that note, I probably won't practice probably for another 12 months, and then I'll probably come back hopefully stronger than ever. But just taking a bit of time off, like actually practicing in the game and putting a lot of time into it. And look, that's probably contributing to me being a big failure today as well. So, you get out what you put into this game, and I've learnt that over the years.
And we all know that, mate. The better the player, the more you can cue a ball and hit it in. But when you're playing in a big frame and you need that shot, it's all about the practice you put in. Doesn't matter who you are and how well you can play. If you don't put the practice in, it shows.
No, that's exactly right. When the pressure comes, that's a great shot there from Chipper, by the way. Gives himself every chance to just stun this in and land fat on the black in the middle.
Let's hope he can finish this and bring us up to 13 there, because Brian Daly looks like he's trying to make it out himself.
Oh, that goes straight in the hole.
Probably came back a little bit.
Are you even going to make him pot this? That's the question you got to ask. Is your opponent going to make you pot this black? Because he's not going to miss it.
Brian Daly.
I haven't said that. He's got a bit of angle. I thought he was dead straight, but he's actually got a bit of angle on it. So.
Okay. Brian Daly taking on a big effort on that shot, getting some fantastic position. I'm not sure if he can make it through, but he's got a great effort on it. And Dale Tipper Bolton there, taking the katana to toe and.
Well, a 13-9
on a 0.
13-9 lead is pretty comfortable again. Brian Daly has come off the side cushion and not pot the ball. He's got 2 though. It's all over. Although I have seen Brian chop these blacks up before, so. But not this one. He got a nice can on the yellow.
Oh, straight in the middle there. And he's taken out Bobby Simpson. Bobby's gone.
He has.
He'll be back again, don't you worry about that.
Butters is coming to the table, which means we've started a new round, have we?
And I'm not sure, mate.
13-10, 24. Right. No, we can't have yet. No.
Shane Lee down the far end.
I hope so. Butters obviously playing number 1 for the Australian team this round, playing Steve Jamison. Shane, the part-time QS Lee.
And Steve Jamison shaking hands again. Wasn't sure whether he'd done it the first time. Good etiquette there.
How Steve Jamison has actually managed to dodge me in this comp, I'm absolutely filthy about that.
From what I know, Steve Jamison was a bit of a snooker player and has come onto the pool scene in the last 18 months like a whirlwind.
He has
started his own comps and helping people do their own comps, and looks like he's a fellow who loves the game of pool and wants to try and put in as much as he can. You'll see him on Facebook all the time, dropping in a few lines with everybody. He loves young Gussie and Nick Howie and blokes like that.
He does.
Yeah. He thinks he's a bit of a hen with the eggs, and just enjoying himself. So good for Paul.
Yeah, well, speaking of, apparently I'm still not convinced this match is going to happen yet, but apparently there's a $1,000 match happening between Nick Howie and Gus Giorgio. I don't know. I just don't see the match going ahead myself for financial purposes, but I have heard that Travis Henderson might be able to fork out a few dollars to back Gus.
Travis is not a bad judge with him when he plays his money out. Rexy's had the odd win here and there, and on the different gambling opportunities he's taken.
Look, I know Gus is watching probably right now, but I'm going to tip he's going to hate me say it, but I'm going to actually pick Nick Howie to win that match.
Big call, Jamie.
I think he's a bit too smart for Gus, and he's pretty neat and tidy. I think he's an underrated player. And as much of an imbecile he can act like on Facebook, he can play the game.
Very true. I agree with you completely. Nick Howie.
Not just a keyboard warrior.
Very good game. Absolutely. A very good player, Nick Howie.
Great shot from Butters. Just misses the pile. That looked in all the way for a sec.
He's working pretty hard there, Pete. All the balls are doing a bit of disarray, but you'll have to wait to see what happens now. Steve Jamison at the table.
Oh, just back on that though, Kev. Gus, I'd love to see you do nothing but prove me wrong there. Like, I'd love to see it.
We all know Gus has all the ability in the world, mate. He's done all the hard work as a kid and junior, and built himself up with his game. It just, I think, part of it's just, as he grows, he'll have more mental toughness, mental strength, and probably prove us all that he can actually play the game to a very, very high elite level. And Steve Jamieson missing the pot in the top corner, giving Peter Butt the opportunity at the table. Not too much on for Pete. He's got the obvious pot, but Pete never looks for the obvious, as Jamie was saying before.
No,
Pete is a manufacturer for sure. That's one of the aspects of his game that has made him the better player that he is in this day and age.
Kev, I actually think he sees the right shot and then decides that is ridiculous. I'm not going to play that shot. I'm going to layer up and play some other shot. But I think he actually has to play the plan here.
Oh, I'll tell you right now,
Lovely
Jamie,
shot.
There's a fantastic shot. And Pete's one who has never been a follower. That's why he's probably got the C next to his name today. Loves to believe in himself and back himself.
You're right, he is a C. And he can also captain as well.
That's right, mate, yep. He loves the C words. And in the background again, they played the same song for the 14th time for England. Again, as you know, they only know the choruses of these songs.
It's actually a crap song too, I might add. Like, it's just a terrible song. I feel like me mum's here listening. I mean, surely this was recorded back in the 60s or 50s.
Oh, and Pete Butterworth here has left himself the opportunity now. Just got to do a bit of work with one of these balls.
Yeah, one good pot. Well, I actually thought he was on the other ball. This still requires a... If that other one doesn't pass the yellow, then he must have to stun across the side rail for the same pocket. Well, he's gone that way. Can you believe he's overcut that?
A bit disappointing there for Pete. Looks a bit disappointed himself. Opportunity to take the point.
Sort of a semi-shot to nothing, that, Kev, because, you know, he's missed the pot. Not really left anything on. He was on the red. I mean, I would have liked to have been on the red a lot neater than that, but...
Absolutely. And on the far table, Shane Lee has won a frame there against Benny Noonan, actually. He's taken out big time.
Yeah, that
big
could
frame
hurt.
For Shane Lee. Good to see him back on the tables.
3rd and 11. Could hurt.
Sorry, mate.
And a pretty good shot there from Steve Jamieson. His snooker experience coming to the floor there.
If the UK are going to come back, they're going to need frames from Shane Lee and blokes like that, and he's actually performed very well. And in the background there, the ladies are going crazy in their test match. Lovely to see the ladies out today, taking each other on. I haven't seen any passports actually today, but we won't worry about that. See, I've got Nick McPherson out there, I can see her. I think she was wearing a pirate scarf.
Well, I don't even know what. She almost got a Guernsey in the men's today, Kev.
She looks a bit like Leighton Hewitt wearing the English gear. Oh, geez, mate. Steve Jamieson trying to leave Pete off his balls and stay in the game here, because if Pete can get onto his balls, an opportunity of making him out.
Yeah, I think Pete could find himself in real trouble after this shot if he doesn't play a good shot. I think what he wants to do here is come off the side cushion, hit the right hand side of the red, and just get the right bounce, just lean the white ball behind the other red. Yeah. You can land. It's a big shot, but if you can play that,
shot. But you know, if you believe in the shot, you take it on properly. There's a little bit of luck come into it as well.
Well, he's going to try and swerve around. I think this is lunacy, but the reason he's not playing the shot that I just suggested is because I suggested it. And, well, he's got a contact, and I'll tell you what, that's not as bad as it looks, because he's got a red sort of up this end of the table.
And the white ball is on the top cushion, Jamie. He's given himself an opportunity of a bit of doubt there for Stevie Jamieson.
Yeah, I think Steve here, though, he can play this yellow near the black for as a shot to nothing. If it sits over the hole, he's looking absolutely fantastic. If it goes in, he can actually go game. Well, he's belted it. He's actually throwing a handbag at that.
Well, I was going to say that shot basically was about cueing, because you had to play up the cushion, long length of the table. It looked quite easy, but it wasn't.
Well, I would have played a dead weight, Kev, to be honest. I mean, you are trusting the table a little bit, but having said that, this isn't as easy as it looks, because this red's pretty thin, which means the white ball's going to be travelling a bit. So the way I'm looking at this shot, though, clip it thin, run up the left-hand side or the far side of the table as we're looking at the screen, play for the red in the opposite corner pocket that's down the bulk end. That's how I'm seeing this shot.
And it is probably the shot to play, Jamie. Like, we'll try and bring the white back in many ways, but that's probably the most easiest way to just let the white ball do the work for you.
Oh, he's missed a clean, but he's hit the other red, but no cushion.
2 shots called by Butters, and not a great shot. Just tried to get the thinnest of edges.
He's given Steve Jamieson the opportunity now to put a run on the board for the Poms and bring him back to 12-13 actually.
Once again, they've made a comeback from 8 frames down. Got to give him some credit.
Oh, and Steve has run his yellow up in the first shot and probably wasted the opportunity.
Yeah, to be fair, it's a terrible shot. Should still finish a frame, but he's just put himself under a lot more pressure. And a good shot there from Steve. Should finish his frame now. Having said that, I just wonder if that yellow does go underneath the black that's near the bottom. Otherwise, he's got to get onto the opposite pocket, which actually a little bit trickier to do because this is obviously a linking ball he's about to play now.
Yep. And in the meantime, Barry Wakefield on the centre table on the reds there, trying to earn a point for his side. Bit of a tricky ball on the rail here.
Yeah, too many times have I glanced at a table and just seen the opposition's just left a dead ball on the rail and another ball just floating around somewhere, and obviously the out's been attempted and missed, so...
Yep.
Well, I don't think he's got the right angle here. Or am I wrong? I guess he'll just run through the side rail though and be happy with the shot.
Well, Barry's landed fat. He's made the out. Looked a little bit tricky for the while there, but he's right on the black now.
That did look tricky, you're right. He's belted those balls
and he's put the frame on the board against going Josh Boyle.
And Steve's left himself
UK
in no man's
back
land.
in it. 1 frame in it, Jamie. One run on the board. I think back to the tied test of 1964, I think it was, or 3 between the West Indies and Australia.
Jesus, mate, that's before I was around.
Me too, but luckily through archives. And the earlier blokes like Dan, we had the opportunity to relive those moments, mate.
True story. Now, is he going to play the double to the pocket where his leg is, or the opposite where the big pocket is? Well, he's gone. The reason he's gone that way, well, he's actually trying to get a shot to up and safety behind the red, but he also, if he had gone the double in the bigger pocket, he would have been probably hitting the black. So,
yep.
Unfortunately, he's absolutely destroyed that yellow. But Butters will not be potting out this shot.
The yellow's actually off the cushion on that in the far end, so Butters needs to leave the white down this end somewhere.
Well, I think he's just going to play a little snooker here, or maybe not even snooker, but just a containing shot where he can't go up and down and pop the yellow in the middle.
Look, and for the people out there in pool world, these are some of the biggest shots you have to play in a game to stay in it, and Pete Butterworth has probably played that fantastically.
Well, I don't like it.
You think he'll go up and down?
I do. I think even if he was a snooker, he'd have gone up and down. So I would have just been happy with just nudging a little bit to block the up and down there.
Okay, leave him off the up and down. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if he misses this, then Butters goes game. But still, it's a chance that you don't want to give your opponent.
We know the game pool, Jamie. Opportunity is an opportunity. And let's see if Steve Jamieson can take one for the UK right now.
Got to come 2 cushions with this shot. It's much easier to play this shot off 2 cushions than what it is 1. Just gives yourself a chance to widen the angle and give yourself a bigger area. Come off 1, you've actually got to hit it spot on. So he's come off 2, but he's missed it. That's a sin because you should never miss it clean.
Yeah, and he's missed the ball completely, which has given Pete the opportunity to get the run on the board here, because on the other 2 tables you've got a Mark Robertson playing in the far end on an out with the Reds, and Steve Gray's just come to the table against young Lee Sweetland, but he's put in a dry break.
Yeah, they're big frames, them.
So they're very big frames, and I think for Australia's sake, we need Pete to put this on the board, this one.
Well, if Butters is actually at all worried, he should just lay this up and promote it, and then just use his 2 to get position.
Well said, Jamie. For those young ones listening out there,
Jamie
Stevens does know what he's talking about. Write that somewhere and put it on your wall.
He's played it well, though. Now he will pot out 1, probably. Well, use these 2. That's not silly at all. Didn't want to risk getting off the middle.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mark Robertson actually was on the yellows. Pots all the yellows and is about to pot the black, I think. And there it is.
14-12 lead now. I reckon I might be up soon.
14-13. 14-12 is it?
Yeah.
We've got Robertson's score up.
But the 2 stars for England.
14-13.
Oh, that's not a good result.
Mark Robertson just potted out on the furthest table there.
Okay.
Yellows and blacks.
I haven't counted that, so that's fine.
And yeah, a bit of pressure here for young Lee Sweetland playing the captain of the UK.
And I reckon I am up, so I'm just going to disappear and find out.
He's actually getting 2 shots, and all I can say to Jamie is put a run on the board, mate.
I'll do my best.
Don't forget the song. Na 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 na. Go get him, Jamie. There we go. True courageous Crusader out there trying to take on the UK's best. And we've got Travis Martin here setting up a rack, looking for an opponent. While we have Steve Gray there on the Reds, trying to pot out and get a run on the board for his side. Keep them in contention. Just for the people in the know, just found out that Jamie Stevens has been subbed. He's back on the bench with me here at the commentary box.
Butters is way too smart and realises I'm probably not going to win a frame today, so he's subbed me out. Probably a smart move.
And for the many thousands listening in from all over the world, Jamie, great to have you in the box next to me, mate.
So in fact, if I was actually playing, this would be the frame right now in the middle table I would be playing.
Against Stevie Gray?
It would have been. I would have actually loved that.
Oh, a bit disappointing that, because it would have been a fantastic match.
I would have liked that, but anyway.
More quality players, you could say, although young Lee out there trying his hardest and really does love the game, getting better all the time.
So I'm not sure what we're waiting for on this front table. Oh, they must be just working out the draw again.
You've got a Travis Martin versus somebody, I think, because he was setting up the balls from what I saw.
Oh yeah, he's just standing there with his...
And there's Michael Skerry out there on table 3 trying to get a frame for Australia. Michael used to be a pretty good player in his day.
He used to be.
But he's moved on now, from what I hear. Young Lee playing quite a good shot there on Stevie Gray.
I've actually just missed that shot. I was watching Skerry just pot that red, but...
Okay, he's just covered the pocket there. And we've got Glenn Ferris playing Travis Martin on table 1. I'm not sure which one has been to the bar more. From what I know from the UK clan, it's probably the English bloke.
Every time I say to Glenn Ferris, prepare to be annihilated, he breaks the pots out on me. So I've given up saying that.
Young Glenn's not a bad cueist from what I've seen over the time.
No, he's a good player.
He does. The only thing I find with Glenn was he finds it hard to turn up.
He does find it hard to get to the airport to make it to play for his state.
For someone like Dale Chipper Bolton, as he says, thank you.
He does. Actually, I do believe it was me probably that said thank you more than anyone, because it put me straight in the team, and I had a great year too that year. So good on you, Glenn. Thanks, mate.
Oh, was that 2 years ago?
It was a couple of years ago now, because I don't think I've made a state side in a couple of years.
It was you. Oh, that's even better. It was Chipper.
Oh, Jake pulled out for me.
Oh, that's a bit of an intra-club one, isn't it?
Filled his shoes with ease.
Jamie, jeez, how did that happen?
Filled his shoes with ease. Oh, actually, it took about 18 people to pull out first, but yeah.
Jamie, it's about opportunity, mate. You got one. And every time you're in the team, it makes us a stronger state, and Rusty shits himself a lot more.
He does.
Rusty, in case you're out there, buddy, glad to have you on board, mate.
Yeah.
Feel free to let us know you're out there, and we'll send you a few more little requests.
Well, I've got to say, Chucky, you're just throwing the cue at the balls. You're not really trying to achieve a lot right there. Taking on and out, it's not even there. You got to get away from that amateur sort of crap and just start developing a game, mate. I'm serious. I know I'm giving you a hard time saying that, but you've got to lift your game.
And there we have it from Jamie Stevens. A little bit of knowledge passed on. And as I said to you, folks, anybody listening out there, take the listening in. Could help you.
And Glenn Ferris now, he's got a lot of awkward balls, and this is probably why Chuka attacked the frame, but the thing is, get yourself a little bit of cover at least. And now Glenn Ferris, he's trying to get a little nudge there, I reckon, but he'll probably sneak inside for a snooker maybe, depending on how he's feeling. Does have the ball in the middle here to try and develop the pack.
Actually, do you know how he's feeling, Jamie? I've been told by a few now that, like I said to you, he's enjoyed the beverages and the social atmosphere of the day, and he's still not sure whether he's on the reds or yellows.
Look at young Haley's just decided to jump out there and give us a bit of a look on camera.
Oh, young Haley Pike, what a lovely young lady she is. Yep. Know her parents very well, Debbie and Paul, lovely, lovely, lovely people.
Yeah, the only thing I've got to say is I'm sorry you're red-headed. You had no choice in the matter, but that's the way things go sometimes.
And we have the wonderful Shane Lee here, just coming to the commentary box, having a look on the TV.
After he just took a giant scalp from Ben Noonan.
Seeing what his mates are doing out there, Stevie Gray and Glenn Ferris. Michael Skerry's on the red here.
The girls are 2-all in the playoff as well. And even if somebody wins, they'll probably try and have a second playoff. That's what they do.
This could go on for days, ladies.
Oh, controversy.
And we have a little bit of a side issue here. Gun coming along with the added influence. If you went on frames, UK won by 2. Now that's only hearsay, but it's not a bad bit of commentary. What would Joe say to that? I'm sure she'd have something an opinion. Well, we'll find out that opinion out from Joe in a second. Gab was just mentioning that if you put 2 scores together, UK officially won by 2 frames. What would the Australians putting in a protest for that, wouldn't they? There'd be a protest. Goes on match wins first, Joe. Go to the technicals.
Yeah, match wins first.
Order of book, match wins first.
It's 1-all, and then what? Then they have a so they don't believe in frame scores, so that's fair enough.
I think if it ends up in a draw in the final match, they go to the bar and have a sculling comp. And again, I'm a bit worried there because I know both factions are very good at what they do with that situation.
I don't think Australia can win that one. Colby's on the Australian team. She cannot drink. Yeah, but then you got to deal with Tracy on the other team. And Mickey.
Yeah, you got to match the Tracy.
And Mickey, like many things, like a bloke with that sort of stuff.
Now, while we've been carried away with the ladies, on the men's side, it's 15-13 to Australia. Glenn Ferris has just broken the yellows. Looking to try and pot out.
He's out here, mate. He's absolutely out. Well, commentator's curse is hit again.
The commentator's curse, Peter McKenna.
And Glenn Ferris prepared to be annihilated. So he shakes his head.
They're looking for a bit more position.
And he knows, he can hear me. I know he can.
Oh, he can hear us. He's quite hard to get. Travis Martin, such quality.
He's only just pot that too. Oh, this is actually not over because it would have been so much better if he got straight on this. It would have been such an easy out. Now he's like in chop-ups, Phil.
Totally agree, Jamie.
And, well, he's gone too far with this. This is horrible.
It's a fine cut. A favourite of Tim Shelton.
No, he's going to play it long and screw back, Kev. It's the only shot, I think. Oh, pots it like it's over the hole. And Chuka.
Travis Martin hit him for 6, they say.
Do the mouth thing, Chuka.
Frame, Australia.
Do the mouth thing, Chuka.
16-13.
So they're all
Australian
screaming.
Team are going off. Glenn Ferris a little bit disorientated there.
So Chuka has gone to do the mouth thing as he gets down onto his knees.
Oh, and Stevie Gray, the captain of England, looked like a bit of a hard shot there, the black and white being so close.
Did Lee Sweetland yellow over the hole, must have had an opportunity at some stage, didn't quite get the chocolates, and I'll tell you, it's still a close match. Who we got up at the other end?
Far table, Steve McCormick is playing someone in shorts.
That would be Rick Johnson, isn't it?
That's right, that's right. The young boy from the Gippsland region.
No, it's not Rick Johnson.
The Gippsland.
Is it Rick Johnson? No, it's not Rick Johnson.
Who's the boy from Gippsland?
Oh, no, it's Johnson.
He's got young little Harley out there supporting him.
And Ryan Thomason racking the balls up for someone to break. Someone very eager to get to the table, I might add. That was a pretty fluing looking action, actually. That might have been Buffer. Brett, of course.
Oh, the balls
I said fluent queuing action, Buffer in the same sentence. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Sometimes we all get carried away, Jamie. Just on the idea that Brett here, looking at the yellows, not a ball on the cushion. An opportunity to put the runs on the board here.
Yeah, well, he does need to get these because, well, this is not hard.
Let's just leave Brett to his action and see how we go.
Well, he's nothing wrong with his actions. Very sound. I think anything, it's just more laziness than anything from Brett. But this is starting to get to the wire now, so we could see a bit of additional chop-ups as the pressure starts to build. And Brett will just stun this in as well. He'll probably try and draw back a little bit. Well, he just drops it in. Well, he's missed it. That's just lazy. He hardly took any time to line that up.
He might have got a kick there, Jamie.
No, mate, that's just lazy. That's what Brett does a lot of the time. Yeah, he just gets a bit lazy on the shot.
Fair call. And on the middle table, we have young Shane Lee and John Russell. If you compare him to John Russell, he's young Shane Lee.
Oh, not a bad shot there from Ryan, but he's still got a lot of work to do.
He has put one of the balls on the cushion, which he can extract probably now himself.
Well, I think you're better off getting behind it just off straight and screwing off it. Then you just screw back the other end of the table and then you drop that in and get on the dead running for the black. But he's gone a safety option, which I don't think is the right shot at all.
Well,
but
he's tried to sneak it behind the red, I think, and really did not give that a proper effort.
Yeah, I think you're right. He definitely has. If Brett plays this shot, gets it in, another opportunity to finish the frame. And so what happens when he lines it up and takes his time? Pots the ball.
That is the Brett Rogers we all know.
And now
makes it look easy, Jamie.
You're probably wondering why he's not playing the other ball now near his hand. It's because these two are in the way of each other, so he's just going to eliminate one now. And he's missed again. Well, he's got a little bit safe, has he? Well, he's got a bit lucky there.
A little bit safe, not a lot, because Ryan can play the game.
He's just got a bit lucky there, though, making this out a lot harder than what it needed to be. And he's just realised that he's thinking, geez, I can thin cut this in, it's not real ideal. I've got to probably use a lot of left-hand side to check it up off the rails and hold the white, so...
And there you have an insert into the idea of Ryan's mind, folks, from Jamie, who would know exactly what he was saying there. Ryan's left the white red ball short of the pocket.
And there's no way he's gone for a snooker there. He's actually just tried to finesse that in and hold the white. But
and he only used the fin part and forgot the S part.
He did, mate. And, well, having said that, though, Brett's not really got a lot, unless he's got this long pot on that he does. When he's at his best, he just doesn't miss these. The fact he's jacking up makes the shot about 50,000 times harder. Oh, he had to swerve a little bit by the looks of it. And won't be upset with that shot because he's left not a lot. Double for Ryan. I think Ryan's forced to play this double. Don't think he's got a choice.
And he's played it a little bit short and giving Brett the opportunity still.
Promotes the yellow huge. I'm not sure who said that in the Australian team, but you idiot. But yeah, it is a pretty simple out now for Brett, except this black still needs to be dealt with. And Brett is doing everything he can to make this hard.
Part of Brett's creed in life, I think.
Yes.
Make life harder to test himself.
Well, I don't even think he can actually land on this neatly anymore. That's why he's just played the layup. Pretty soft shot in the end. I'm not sure why he didn't promote it to the other side. I don't think it would have actually done that much damage.
And now we have Australia looking for another run on the board on the far table. And score. Score to young Johnson.
There's two. He's dispatched Steve McCormick by the looks of it. And this score is suddenly looking pretty much favourite now. Actually, isn't that the ball game?
19,
no, one more.
19.
Oh, 19, sorry.
And John Russell just played the right shot and landed very well. Left Shane in a world of pain.
And Brett is, speaking of world of pain, that's where Brett is right now, a world of pain.
A little bit of work to do there. For those who don't know, Brett Rogers is now officially eligible to play in the Masters.
Is he really?
And it's going to be an interesting Masters series this year for the Victorian titles.
Is he really 50?
Brett is 50, yes.
That's
incredible. No one would notice that.
Not looking that bad for his age, an old skeet.
He's got used car signs all over himself, so he's put a bit of work in. And still looking that fresh-faced Brett Rogers we've always known.
Well, that is a piss poor shot to say the least.
Looking for a safety, I thought.
No, he's trying to pot out and get
looking for half and half, and he's ended up with nothing.
That was a terrible shot from Ryan. That's probably a bit of pool inexperience, if anything.
And John Russell has played a magnificent safety.
He has.
People might have thought he was playing pot the ball, but he doesn't miss by that much all the time. Brett's still a little bit of work here to do.
Yeah, I actually thought this yellow was clean on. Obviously, it's not. Oh, that or he's trying to negotiate how to get position on the black, because that's probably the other tricky part.
It's not a bad shot for a cover.
Yeah, he won't be upset.
If that was his second option, he's finished it quite well.
And I'll tell you what, I think Ryan's tactical knowledge of the game probably isn't as high as a lot of other players, so it'll be interesting to see how this game pans out. So he just played the old, he's just tried to play a snooker safety there, that's all he's done.
And he's potted Brett's ball, basically.
That's
and
a terrible
Brett
shot.
2 visits now with a foul snooker in hand. We'll see how it ends
well,
up.
I think I reckon he'll actually pot the red over the middle and just glide down for position. It's going to be a lot easier.
And what you've basically said has been chosen. So he's nominated the red. He's moved very close to the reds.
Jesus.
Brett is someone who just likes to jump out of a plane without a parachute.
Well,
and
even this is actually... he
has 2 visits.
Yeah, but if he just trickles this over, he can snook himself if he doesn't pot it, so you've got to be careful here. This is why he belts it in. What a freak show.
Here we have the legend Brett Rogers with 2 shots. Jams the black in the far end.
It's only what happens when you actually line the shot up and don't take for it. Oh, Buffers just
big John Russell.
He smashes that doubling.
Q power.
Buffers off his head playing that shot.
Left himself nothing, but looked good for TV for the second.
I think he's got to play the ball down the road, hasn't he?
Yep, I think that's the option.
Problem he's got here is if anything he misses, he loses a frame, or should do.
Well, they're 18-14, so that's on the hill, isn't it? Basically,
it is,
I think.
And England needs to win 5 in a row. I don't see it happening, to be honest.
Well, I noticed Steve Gray's over here with the old ale in his hand, keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, Steve Gray's pretty much just throwing the towel in, I think.
JR again, looking like he was going to pot it, played a safety.
He's definitely over 52 because you can't hear anything.
Brian Daly has got one back.
Steve Gray, have you thrown the towel in yet, son? Have you thrown the towel in yet? No. Not yet, no.
Stevie Gray, defiant till the end. Defiant.
And young Haley just taking a nap now on the couch.
Haley just having a beauty sleep.
She's a bit tired.
Haley likes angels and fairies. And she made a very nice fairy today to bring for her dad. And here we have the proprietor of the establishment, Tony Wakefield.
And he's under the pump here, and he's playing Ben Noon. I'm sorry, guys, this is over.
Well,
I'm calling it now.
Folks, this is definitely going to be a shootout. I've seen Tony play a defensive shot once in 1983, and I didn't think he played it that well then.
Right, I'm going to put $10 on Ben Noon and dump the white in the middle.
That's not a fair bet, Jamie.
And I don't know. I tried to say it so he'd hear me, but I don't know if he did or not. And well, no, he's okay, but nothing in.
I've got to tell you a quick story, Jamie. I don't think I've seen you since the Slate Open.
You wouldn't even see me there, mate, because I wasn't there.
No, but I was there. Just a little quick side note. I actually picked 2 people in the Calcutta this year. I took 3 actually. I took the great Brett Rogers. Got him at a steal, so I thought I'd take him. Came and apologised to me in round 2. I said to him, no worries, I've got a couple others just running on the side there. Ended up picking them both to get in the final, Peter Butterworth and Jake McCartney. I had them both in my little kitty. But I did proceed to watch Jake McCartney take a 3-1 lead on Ben Noonan in the semi-final to pot the black. Jawed the black and left over the pocket. Next minute I'm watching Ben Noonan walk the table at 3-all with the break.
I do remember that.
He did dry break, and Jake eventually won the frame, went on to lose in the final to Peter Butterworth. I collected 2 envelopes, and I just always, when I do collect those envelopes, I think of you always, Jamie, as the bloke who I look up to when I came to the selections in Calcutta.
I'm a bit out of form with the Calcutta in recent years, mate.
But I was very glad that you weren't there, or you would have had Jake.
I probably would have. I probably would have taken him. Well, how much did you get him for?
Ben Noonan, on a slow pitch, has left it a little bit short.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there.
I don't think this is over yet. Jake McCartney, I got him for, I think it was $250.
Oh, that's a steal.
The way I did it, actually, for those, I'm giving you a bit of a secret here, but I actually was betting on Jake. It got to about $250, and Buffer looked at me, who was doing the Calcutta, and said to me, shall we go halves? And I said to him, yes, and in 3 calls later, we had Jake McCartney. So it was a perfect way to finish. I picked up Pete a little bit cheaper, and I've got to say, one of the sweetest days of my Calcutta time.
So how much did you get for Jake? Just so I know the odds that you had to pay for him.
700.
Okay, so almost 3 to 1.
Pete got 14.
Okay, well, that's not
something like that it was. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but anyway.
Now Tony Wakefield here, with 2 shots, has an opportunity to finish his frame, but still got a bit of work to do. Well, he's just played a shocker. Well, he only had the one, he already used one.
I do want to mention that while it is 18-15 and Australia on the hill, with an opportunity for Great Britain still to come back and get it, on that Slate Open, I just want to say that for those who didn't know, Peter Butterworth was celebrating a little bit of a milestone anniversary in his personal life, and I think that played a lot to his playing such a magnificent effort.
Yeah, I don't think he'll care what we say what it was, but a long time ago, Pete decided to stop drinking alcohol, and he's an addicted coffee addict now. And yeah, he was celebrating a big milestone of not drinking for quite a bit of time.
6th anniversary on the day, and that's why I turned him at the start of the day and I said, Pete, I think we better buy you.
And he seriously has become a boring old fart since then, hasn't he?
Oh, and his lovely fiancée Nawana just turned as we were speaking about Pete and the Slate Open and his 60th anniversary milestone, which all fitted into the right place.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work out how we got out of going to the wedding and I had to go, but anyway.
But as I was told and saw myself, I knew you were all covering us through CueballTV. Thanks to Dan, everybody got to see Pete prove that he finally had the ability to finish it, and that was great. Now, just a quick side note, we had the official score sheet from the ladies' overtime effort, and it's a very close finish, but 4-3, Aussie, oi, oi, oi!
And they didn't even hear this, they didn't even sing the Na 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 song.
Girls get the win, fantastic effort, 4-3.
No, Ben Noonan has just played a freak show shot. Are you kidding me or what?
Sorry, he is known as big time for a reason.
And now it's just the simple stuff I reckon for him left to do. If he can just get this white ball out a little bit and just get on this the yellow that's sitting all on a ball by itself. Well, it looks like he's going to try and sneak through and get on the other one first, but I just think that's his linking ball to the black. Well, he's just opened everything up. I don't think
the black a little.
Yeah, I don't think he could actually play that shot without actually disturbing balls. Now this has gone a bit pear-shaped.
But if someone can make it, Benny Noonan's chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Pikey for the win. Paul Pike gets the winning run.
Benny's still going to finish his
Daddy
frame
got
off.
the winning run, Haley. Daddy got the winning run. He won.
Big smile on her face.
Australia just won the Ashes.
Look at this shot from Ben Noonan to layer up and just show off a bit. Are you kidding me, Ben Noonan? Double it!
And he's laid it straight up into the hole. Benny Noonan, another big time effort there.
And this is now 2015, and this is all over. It is.
Thanks for coming, folks. They've just about put up the sails on the Endeavour. Send them back.
I'm going to disappear because I want to sing the Na-Na song. We'll be back later.
The boys are about to go crazy, I think, boys. Do their own rendition. Have a little effort here. John Russell still at the table. I'm sure John's ready to give up now and go jump into the festivities, grab a bogues and get on with it. John's actually Q-powered all the way back into the centre pocket and giving Shane Lee the opportunity here to take the frame, bring it close to the game part of it. Australia winning the Test Series 2-0. The Australian women and the UK women 1-all, with the Australian women winning the overtime. Shane Lee pulling the ball up a little bit short there. He's got 2 visits, but a little bit of work to do. It's been a great day here at Potters, and the festivities will continue later on if anybody wants to come down. I think they're running a few competitions of killer and fastest potting and most potting balls off the break, things like that, a few little games. Bit of fun to be had by all. And Shane Lee taking out the final frame of the Ashes series against John Russell. Both teams now heading onto the field, shaking hands, letting us know what it's all about. Just the sportsmanship and gamesmanship. It's all part of the Poole family and fraternity. And just on that, just another quick thank you to Poole, CueballTV and Dan Lynch and all the people that put in to bring this out to everybody listening. And if you've got it on mute, we appreciate it as well, because it's the viewing that's actually the best part of the whole CueballTV moment. So until we see you next time, Kev Harvey, James Stevens, and especially Dan Lynch saying thank you and oi, oi, oi.
Should be outside.